I just love doing this. Okay, so
Ornette Coleman.
I think the mics are on. Yes, they are.
Are we on?
We're on and
Locked and loaded?
locked in. Oh, you need that?
I think I need this one.
Oh, that one works too. Yeah.
Oh, does it?
You're listening to three guys, three mics,
Ooh.
and no time to waste.
Ooh, no time. No time to waste.
This is an Eiffel 65 episode, dude.
Yeah.
That's enough. That's enough for now.
Are you ready?
Oh, we're gonna do a theme song
Intro,
again?
I guess, yeah. That's true. I have to limit the amount of time I spend singing or talking about anything but Eiffel 65, so we need to get this all out of the way right
Or
now.
I'll have a word
This
with
is a
you.
government
Made a really
mandated
good point. Yeah,
episode.
it's government mandated. All right, here we go. Ready?
Martini Police! Martini Police! Martini Police! Martini Police!
Oh,
Pause for that.
Very good.
That was beautiful right there. That's the music that I want to hear today.
Yeah.
So hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Sean Evans from First Week Feast, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with the hotter questions and even
Hotter wings.
hotter wings.
How much you want to bet that he practices that naked?
A lot.
Yeah,
He's
a lot.
like- Naked?
A lot. I mean, sorry.
I don't know my naked.
I meant a lot. I meant to say a lot.
He's in
Just
in
thinking
clothes
about
and he's
Sean
like,
Evans.
damn, I gotta do that naked.
Sean Evans does seem like the kind of guy
He's like, no,
that
we
would
got
think
it.
he'd get a better vocal quality if he took all his clothes
Yeah,
off.
it's not imagine the audience in their underwear. It's imagine yourself in your underwear. No, not even. Yeah, naked. Yeah.
Or underwear. Yeah, it's like you can imagine him standing in front of a mirror and he's rehearsing that and he's like, show hot questions. He's like, I gotta do a naked.
I gotta take my clothes off. I'm
I gotta
sorry,
do
it's
it
just not
naked?
working.
Does it say naked? He says naked.
He hits another take. He says naked, man. He's got it because I feel like
I gotta get naked. His girlfriend's
ass-
like, what am I?
Every
what am I
aspect,
dating?
every aspect of his personality is bald,
Oh yeah,
including
exactly.
his language. So he's got to
You're
say
right.
naked.
What a good way to. Every aspect of his personality is bald. That's so
His
accurate.
voice is bald. The things that he says.
Yeah, it's a metaphor.
His wardrobe, bald, right? His walk is probably bald. His height is bald.
Imagine having a bald walk.
Bald.
How does
You,
one walk baldly?
You wear Stan Smiths and you just kind of keep your legs like this. Like a
Open
little
duck style.
Yeah. And you're just walking like that all your life and you never learn anything different, man. You're
Yeah.
walking bald. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm walking bald today.
Yeah.
I got so lost in the middle of that
Yeah,
conversation, and then I hear walking bald, and I'm like,
it was admittedly not about Eiffel 65.
Welcome
so
to
Yeah,
the Martini
excuse me.
Police.
I'm really sorry. That was on me. Sorry about
well,
that.
This is
lead
the
singer of
format.
Eiffel 65, Jeffrey
true.
J, also
Of
bald,
course.
so he walks bald too.
That's a-
He sings bald too. That's not something that Sean Evans
Oh, he
does.
definitely sings bald.
Yeah,
So,
thanks.
okay, comparison, which is better? Europop by Eiffel 65 or Sean Evans' interview show? We got to
No
talk about one or
contest
the
there.
other. I think one's more
You make
heavy
a
weighted.
very good point.
Thank you.
I can't argue with that
Yeah.
logic.
Shout out Jeffrey J if you're listening. I love you, Jeffrey.
Oh, he's listening.
Yeah.
He's tuned in.
He caught the tweet.
Yeah.
That man has been sitting at his desk for 25
Waiting
years.
for
Looking
someone
up
to
Eiffel
talk about his
65 every
goddamn
day.
1999
Yeah.
masterpiece.
He replies to all the people only talking about blue.
Thanks, man.
He's like,
JJ.
what about Too Much of Heaven, guys?
Will you both do impersonations of that song at the same time?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Too much of heaven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You want
ready?
to go in right now?
I'm gonna count us in.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Too much of heaven,
Oh.
living on the ground. Heaven,
Oh, so good.
I know. Jeffrey, we love you.
I have so much to say.
The energy in this room.
Have you
is
heard this?
palpable.
Have you listened to this before? The show?
Yes, yeah, of course.
So you heard our
blonde
last
episode.
episode?
Yes,
Oh, the
right.
blonde
So you're
episode.
familiar with the blonde episode? Yeah, that was
And also,
It was
I listened
bad.
to the Temporix episode
Yeah.
because I love I can't remember Nice Guys. Is that one of the songs?
Yeah, no, Nice Guys. I think that's what.
That's one of the songs.
I love that song.
Yeah, no, it was a nice little album.
Little
Yeah.
ditty.
I'm glad we talked about that one.
About the record.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got 2 hours, but we usually push off the album as long as we can.
Yeah, exactly. We're going 3 hours, maybe 4, maybe.
This is jam packed to equate to the length of the record.
Yeah, exactly.
The longer the album is, the more time we have to spend not talking about it, and then eventually talking
Yeah.
about it.
The Spotify edition is like nearing 2 hours.
It is. It's like ridiculous.
It's
next
weird
week we're gonna review Autechre's 4-hour album.
Oh, y'all have fun with that one.
Jesus.
Oh, fun. So at that point, then that podcast probably you got to double that since this one's gonna be 4 hours. That podcast has to be 8 hours long.
We're gonna marathon
take the whole
these.
day. Yeah, just spend all day in here.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I'm just thinking about it.
But yeah, so I'm just happy to be
Sounds
here
terrifying.
listening to Eiffel 65 with some new.
We're not gonna be listening to it.
I know, but mentally we're
I
listening.
hope that doesn't disappoint you.
No, I
We're
know.
just talking about it.
Well, I know that at the end you're gonna be playing the album in full.
We're gonna play it start to finish.
Start to finish?
Which is why
Yeah, because we just can't wait. I can't
Matt.
wait to listen to it again.
we have to talk 20 minutes and then play the whole hour and 45-minute long
Yeah.
record. Yeah,
And that'll be it.
that'll be it. That'll be the show.
That'll be
Yeah.
the entire.
It's sad, but
Oh man.
I'll let it go like that if we have to let it go like that.
I mean, that's what
Does
you
it
want.
gotta be
That's
like
what.
that?
That's
Like
what.
that.
Yeah, it's what we want. It's what we need. Yeah, we need it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Very.
Can
much
you
so.
tell me when your obsession for this album began?
Well, okay, so I've always loved this album since it came out.
When you were a child?
Yeah, when I was a young child. My brother was actually huge on this album. I mean, none of us can deny that I'm Blue is an amazing song. So I loved that song with all my heart. And then
that was the catalyst.
yeah, and of course I like Move Your Body and stuff like that. Some of the hits.
Great song.
Too Much of Heaven and stuff like
Too Much
that.
of Heaven.
Later on, my brother introduced me to the song My Console. My brother and his friend were like, yo, you remember that song about PlayStation on it? And they were like, look up PlayStation song Eiffel 65. And they loaded it up and they saw it was My Console and they played it. And oh my God,
Just hit you.
the heaven's chords
Bullet
were
train.
struck. I was in on this
Heaven's
album
chords.
ever since then. The chords of heaven. Yeah, I'm trying to use music slang for y'all music guys, so.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a Godspeed You Black Emperor. Right
Oh, I
there.
am.
Imagining, I'm just imagining
Chords
like
of heaven.
Yeah.
like
That is beautiful.
like
Thank you.
it's in heaven and there's like one wall outlet
Yeah.
and there's like the most like contorted like power strip configuration and there's
Yeah.
like so many different machines, like all of the world's machines are being plugged in this one outlet. And then Eiffel 65's My Console plays and it's just like that one module is just like shaking.
God is like, oh my God, they're playing!
Override.
God said, oh my God. I don't know why that's
Oh
exciting.
my God.
myself.
JJ somewhere off in his villa in Switzerland.
Yes,
He was
Jeffrey
like,
J.
He was like, I know it. It was like, it's getting up
He's
there,
like, there was
man."
not too much of heaven in here. That's how he talks.
Oh my goodness.
You just slip into the voice every time he's like,
You go to Arby's, get a double meat sandwich. Cheese. Can I get a Reuben from Arby's? They have good curly fries. And Arby's.
oh.
Reuben Luna.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, speaking of Rubens. Oh.
Ruben told me that this is the only album he listens to. He doesn't like any other music.
I
He
wonder
told
where
you that in
talk.
confidence.
Yeah. Oh,
I wonder where talk show sound came from.
I mean, this is like this is a celebratory thing
That's
about
true.
Europop.
You gotta let your friends know if you're banging out to Eiffel 65.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. This is where you can draw the influences in his music
Mhm.
back to Eiffel 65.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was actually
Yeah.
gonna say this is a very important episode for both of y'all because I could tell I felt the inspiration in both of y'all's music.
Oh.
Like, I could really tell. I mean, you guys are both public about
My
this.
episode of Hot Ones would just start with like, so I heard this song. This is my Sean Evans
Yeah,
impersonation.
that's a killer one.
So you heard this song. I heard this song by you. what brought you to the right? And I just go, I'm blue, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Cut.
I mean, that
Cut.
was your inspiration for
Like
your
30
album, No Input Signal.
No,
Yeah.
You were just
It's
thinking
all
about it,
blue.
you were like,
Whoa.
there's no input signal here in my mind.
Yeah.
And that's a theme that's discussed on the album.
perpetuated,
Same thing with
yeah.
Come Home.
Oh.
That one I mean, like, yeah, and I Am the Blue Sky. That was so clearly blue
Jesus
Corvette, blue little window, I am the blue sky. So I could really, I'm glad to be joining y'all in on this.
Thank you for enlightening us on our
You
own.
know, we both had talked about it, but we didn't want to say anything because we felt like we would be embarrassed. But like when we hear you say it,
Yeah.
it sounds so clear.
Sorry, I know that was private.
Oh my
personal
gosh! No,
information.
please. That was. I'm
This
so
is our
glad
big
that
outing.
you were-
Yeah.
We love Eiffel 65.
We wanted
Yeah.
to say it, but we were both too scared, and you did it in a way that makes us both feel proud and happy. So
Like,
we're eternally grateful.
I know Matt's story pretty emotional. He was in the ER. He brought his Move Your Body VHS tape, put it in the VHS player, and was
tape.
watching it. And then, the tape cracked.
The trance was
it said-
so hypnotizing.
it said-
I've never heard this
It
story.
said no input signal. And Matt was like,
I knew it! I knew it! I said, oh my god!
yeah, I know, right?
You're so right!
And I took that image. Yeah, there you
You're
go.
right, and that was it. This is like a Zapruder film, but from Matthew Hall, man.
Oh my god.
This is like the grassy knoll of your
Yeah.
musical career, man. We all know that it was one shooter, right? But we just needed
One
that little piece of
shooter.
evidence
Yeah.
to let us know that it was one shooter from the 6th floor book repository
Yeah.
of the Dealey Plaza building. His name was Lee Harvey
Yeah,
Oswald.
JFK's assassination has so many parallels to Europop by April 65. It's pretty profound.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this.
Will you list them all one by one?
Oh.
Go.
Okay, I'll list every song title one by one because it covers the whole album.
Can you reference your physical copy that you brought?
Oh
into the
yeah, of course,
studio?
of course. So I mean, should we start off with the first track?
Let's review this
Oh yeah.
gorgeous jewel case.
Yeah, so I brought my own personal Eiffel 65 Europop CD case. Didn't bring the CD, was too scared y'all
Right,
would
that's
break
right.
it.
You have.
I see this is a reissue
And I assume
Yeah.
you have
because of
another copy.
the
I mean, this was
updated
a
cover.
hit. This was a hit album. Yeah.
This was a hit album. I assume you have another copy, or several rather, perhaps.
Oh
somewhere
yeah.
else.
I mean, I always keep two
keep
copies.
a spare.
I
yeah.
always keep two copies of everything.
If you have another copy of that
I
goddamn
swear
CD,
to
I'm
God.
already gonna-
Like, I have. Just wait. Okay. I have two copies of Elefunk by the Black Eyed Peas. Just in case I
Okay,
don't
I
want to
feel
listen
better
to
about
one,
that. Yeah.
and I want to listen to the other one. I choose. I choose which one I
How
want
can
to
you
listen
tell
to.
the difference?
Well, I mean, one of them has a skip on Where Is the Love. The other one doesn't. So if I want to listen to the album in full, but I'm not in the mood to listen to Where Is the Love, I just listen to that copy.
You bought two copies.
Yeah.
Of Elephant.
Yeah.
I'm a hero, man.
I'm an early to mid 2000s.
You get it.
nut.
You were way
You
more
know.
prepared for this than
Yeah,
I
you're right
expected.
into
Of course.
I was talking to Evan. I was ready to be. I was prepared for you to be like, yeah, I've never heard this. I just throw it at you.
Oh
And let
no!
you-
How dare y'all? No!
We-
As you can see, my case is battered. It's
Yeah,
beat
'cause you
up.
just-
so much opening, so much
We can-
listening. Put it back in the case.
You're just listening to it. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
Losing it.
Yeah.
One day the pressure just got you. You were so into it.
Yeah.
It was like you were moving from hold on. You were moving from Now Is Forever to Silicon World.
Yeah.
Of course, that transition is like
Yeah, it's
revolutionary.
Beautiful. All the transitions on the
Amazing.
album are beautiful.
So
Every
good.
song title of this.
Illustrious.
Every
me
song
laugh
title
out
is
loud.
what, Matt? What
me
about the
laugh.
song titles?
I love them.
Okay,
Everything
cool.
about them.
That's what I thought. I kind of thought that you said you loved them. I didn't really hear the rest, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of.
Oh man.
So many of these songs
Got it
have
going on
significance.
over here.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
got it going on.
Thank
got it
you.
going on. All right. You guys both have it going on.
I
I
appreciate
have it,
it.
and it is
Alright.
going on.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh,
This
no.
entire thing is peaking so much.
I'm sorry. Be quiet.
No, let's. I want people to tweet
Get
at
to the
us
meat
to
and
say
potatoes
how
of
bad
this.
the audio is.
Oh yeah.
When we talk about Eiffel 65, and in particular their seminal 1999 release,
Is there any other?
Europop? That's true. They have got a self-titled, but it was like
that was their third album, and that was their last album.
That was for a reason.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do Europop again.
Yeah, right. No, get out of Europe.
You know, they hit out so strong.
It's
hard to top it.
It's hard with the record like that. But
exactly.
they're right. They made it and they came through right. And with a record like this, there's really never a discussion that can appropriately fit like the content of it. So like I like to think that by screaming into the microphone, I'm actually saying everything that I could say about this record, but like I'm doing it really fast.
Yeah.
Because when I scream, there's like all these frequencies in my voice,
going so fast.
Yeah, going so.
And that includes all the different things you could say about it.
The Eiffel 65 seminal 1999 release Europop. I'm trying to be efficient here, guys. So if you want me to stop, I can. But
no, I love it.
I keep going. Ah! All right, I think that's pretty much.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail.
Covered it all.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's
good.
I also came dressed up. I don't know if y'all noticed my
Smurf
spaced out shirt.
Yeah.
I also brought a couple wristbands. Eiffel 65 was so inspirational to me. I brought my I Heart House Music bracelet.
Oh yeah.
And my I Love Amazing lights. I don't do Molly, acid, any of that myself.
But
I love those lights because of what they represent.
Right. Yeah.
For freedom.
The lights in our hearts.
Would you say that if you looked at those lights without, like, not on the influence of, like, mind-altering substances, like, you would get, like...
This actually happened to me. Where,
You were, like, looking at those lights?
Well, yeah, I was at this... This was back in, like, junior high.
Oh, was this like Lights All Night? Was this...
No, this is at ID Festival. But, yeah, so... we were like 13 at the time, 14 or something. Yeah. We were listening to great EDM music. And a guy came up and he tapped us on the shoulder. He's like, yo, you want Molly? And then we were like, we're 14 now. We're good.
Years old,
we're good. But then so we passed him by or whatever. And these girls had these gloves on with lights at the end of each of the...
Yes, right.
Each of the fingertips. Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
what a culture, man.
And one of my friends was like, can we do it even though we aren't on anything? And then she was like, yeah, sure. So she sat us down and started doing a light show. I was just like, what is going on? My friend was like, oh, cool. This is awesome.
This is so dope.
I was like, I'm here to listen to music, and I'm sitting here.
So you absolutely, right. You said in the...
It's a new experience.
Influence, right. Yeah. Without mind-altering substances. Mm-hmm. MASs, as I like to call them. Yeah. And you watch the Glove light show go on. How does that sensation compare to when you listen to Europop by Eiffel 65? And a follow-up question. If you could compare it to one, like... human sensory experience, which one would it be and why?
Bliss from, like, you know that thing where apparently if you're drowning with the water filling your lungs, you feel a moment of zen. It's kind of like that, exactly. It's like I'm falling into, you know, Toy Story 1 whenever Woody's falling down the hole. It's kind of like how I am, but it's bliss. Yeah, but I mean, compared to the lights or whatever, it's night and day. This is so much better than that. It's like this is legal DMT.
It's legal.
This is legal DMT. It's
legal in this country.
Yeah,
right here.
You are legally allowed to buy Europop by Eiffel 65.
You can purchase the album.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, where did you buy it? Can you tell us on the
Target? I think.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
remember.
Okay, that's right.
You know, Target has the best. I don't like record
there.
stores, to be honest. I like the Target special editions.
Right, yeah. They have some good buys.
Be sure to pick up Red by Taylor Swift exclusively at Target.
Yeah.
Oh, I also have another Black Eyed Peas story. I bought the special edition at Target because it was a Target exclusive of The Energy Never Dies.
Is that the good one? Is that a good one?
All of them are the good one. Next question.
So how do you feel about when Target put out the record, the seminal 2009 release No Love Deep Web by
Neo-apocalyptica
rock trio Death Grips, but with quite a large censor over the cover, which is
it was
a penis.
It was a big ordeal. You know, that thing with the Target credit card scam. This tops that.
Oh, it went up.
That's what they said. People were rioting. They were like, we wanted to see that thing on the cover in the bathroom. They wanted to see it.
I know.
Actually, that's a Target Deluxe edition. They never gave it out, but it's just full, uncensored.
Right? They zoom in on it a little
Zoom
bit.
in on it a little bit.
Leave it to Target.
Yeah. Because of all the drama.
I read somewhere that it was the phallus itself was that of the famous Target kid. The worker who got famous for being hot.
Yes, it was that.
It's that guy.
Death Grips was
he's the lead singer.
Go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Take a picture of the
MC Ride took the back seat on this latest album.
Yeah, right.
And
they got that picture, really good picture.
Real saucy, real choice.
Very good.
Leave it to Target.
You saying they got the picture from that kid?
They got the picture.
Oh yeah.
The photo shoot was wrapped with a picture to use for the record cover.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
they I mean, the Death Grips always ahead of the curve. So when they saw this kid blow up, they're like,
you gotta know.
We got to take advantage of this for our next record.
We're ahead of the curve. Yeah. Well, I mean, come on. The background of this computer we are currently looking at.
Yes.
Is perhaps one of the best.
Oh my God!
Photographs.
Oh, I've seen this photo
excellent
before.
Photograph.
Who even is that man in this? I don't
know who this guy is.
Yeah, I don't think not in Death Grips.
This is some
guy on the left looks like Sean Evans.
It might be
that is Sean Evans.
Very well could be Sean Evans.
Sean Evans is in Death Grips.
Yeah.
It might.
Everyone's like, talk to Zach Hill on Hot Ones, and he's like, I can't do that.
It's Hannah Montana situation. He grows out his hair a couple inches.
Every time they have a board meeting
quarter of
for
an
Hot
inch.
Ones, right? It's like everyone's like, well, and no one brings it up, but Sean Evans feels the need to let the other board members know, we can't do, he does.
We can't talk to Zach Hill.
Zach Hill.
Yeah, because it's also a big ordeal because he has to shave his head for Hot Ones, and then he has to have a quarter of an inch of hair for Death Grips. So he's backstage at the concerts. Come on, bro! He's waiting for it to grow.
Bro!
Yeah.
Bro!
It's not like Hannah Montana where you can put on a wig or anything.
Yeah, he's actually growing those hairs.
Yeah.
You can't wig a buzz cut.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
right?
I know a guy, but that's another time.
That's another time.
Yes, so, yeah.
It's another time for another story.
I just won't. I'm not going to say it. So. I just won't say anything.
So I had something I wanted to bring up.
Please.
It's not music related, but it really is nagging at my brain.
Sure, please.
So, as a regular customer of Walmart, I every once in a while I go in to buy some sweets or whatnot.
Yeah, some goodies.
Some goodies. We all love goodies.
Just to clarify, there's no Target special edition of the Black Eyed Peas album at Walmart.
Right. There's no Target special edition of anything at Walmart.
When you say goodies, you do mean to discriminate between actual edible candies or anything else that could come good from Walmart and any Black Eyed Peas Target exclusive releases.
Yeah,
these are non-Black Eyed Peas affiliated goodies.
This is not Walmart. We're talking.
Walmart. So we're at Walmart.
Continue.
So I pass by the condiment aisle quite often, and I've noticed that Heinz is doing mayonnaise now. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I've heard about this. I've seen
really?
It. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I thought I was interesting. Might as well cover all the bases because they're doing ketchup and mustard.
Yeah,
might as well.
They have that relish too, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have some relish.
It's pretty popular.
So I was like, it only makes sense. Do some mayonnaise. But then what really caught my eye is a few trips later, I walked by the same aisle, and then I saw I see Hellman's is doing ketchup.
I did not see this.
Hellman's, the mayo company, is
That's
doing...
a no!
Yeah. So I'm wondering, was that an intentional, is this a beef that's going on?
That I will not let happen.
What do you think?
Well, we got to see the times when both were done.
That's true. We do.
Because I was it just got me thinking, is the art of the beef just really in vogue right now? Just because hip hop's really big.
Yeah.
There've been a lot of high profile beefs that have made the mainstream.
Exactly.
So brands have taken notice and they're like, we gotta.
Yeah. Heinz was watching this Pusha T Drake beef, and they went to the CEO. They're like, we need to make mayonnaise. And they don't mention Hellman's.
We need someone to fight.
Yeah.
We need a fighter. And Hellman's was like, well, I guess we gotta make ketchup.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
This is a beef.
what else are we gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, right, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. Any real life example, they relate it to ketchup or mayonnaise.
Ketchup and mayonnaise, right.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate feud. And this is given that Hellman's is the voice in mayonnaise production.
Oh, the voice.
Right,
They're
yeah.
the best, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna get anything
The
else.
name that you hear.
Hellman's, if
You're
you're
serious
listening.
about mayonnaise.
You're serious. If
Hellman's, if you're listening, we would love. I would love to
Big
get
ups.
these guys.
Yeah.
Get a sponsorship.
Sponsorship,
Yeah.
yeah.
Need a brand deal.
They're the name. Yeah,
Yeah.
brand deal. It's true, brand deal. That's what they call. That's what they call that. So,
Yeah.
so oh gosh. So, would that mean then that I could like logically, like I could theoretically speaking, I could grab. I could say someone would say, "Give me the Heinz and the Hellman's for my hamburger," and you could grab them the wrong condiments.
Oh my god.
Well, they wouldn't notice because you'd still grab ketchup and mayonnaise. They would just be
But what if
brand
they had?
swapped.
What if they wanted you to specifically grab the Heinz mayonnaise and the Hellman's ketchup?
Well, that's down to the taste test if they compare,
But, like,
or if they're. I mean, is it a completely different recipe, or what are we working with here?
Oh, so I think this is just like at a nice little grill, and you like have a hamburger hot dog, right? And you want probably a hamburger, not a hot. You wouldn't put mayonnaise on a hot dog. That's just absurd.
There
Yeah.
are people. There are people.
Are there really?
We won't talk about it.
Okay, no, we'll pass that one by.
No, but yeah, like so. They bring over the Heinz mayonnaise, and that would be. I would make such a big deal about this.
Yeah.
At like a family thing, I would take out like, what is this? And they're like, it's mayonnaise,
What are you
dude.
doing? Yeah.
I'm like, read what's on
I
the
drove
side.
all the way here to
Yeah.
spend time with my family.
Yeah, children are
and
crying.
You can't give me the Heinz and the Hellman's.
There are children
Yeah.
here.
You got the Heinz and you didn't give me the right Heinz and the
Yeah,
Hellman's.
exactly. Exactly.
It's not hard. Yeah, it's really. I've got to side with Alvier on this, and I'd love to hear what your opinion on this matter.
About whether or not I care.
Would it be awkward? If
I think I would be
this
perturbed.
ludicrous mistake occurred at a beautiful family gathering with beautiful close family.
I
friends.
would give a very concerned look upon
I'll take it.
my relative of choice.
Yeah.
Who I decide to
worried.
ask for the condom.
You're worried.
I'm just like,
You can't. It's
Poor-
worried.
poor you.
What's
man.
going on? Yeah, you're worried. It's like
Yeah.
worth.
I wouldn't scold them outright because perhaps there are unforeseen circumstances surrounding
Maybe
the condiment handling. Maybe they just didn't know which brand was the reigning supreme of their respective condiments.
To the listeners, Evan and Matt are so invested in this, and they're like barely smiling.
I know.
Is this a serious discussion?
They
This
kind
is
of
how we do
forgot.
That we're actually on a.
When we start talking about the album, we're like,
Yeah,
who cares
right.
about
Who
music?
cares?
Exactly.
And it's
No,
like,
but this is
we gotta cover this one. 'Cause this is like, I mean, last week we went into something kind of big, and then like this week, I guess this could be comparable to our
Oh yeah.
This could be
thick
bigger.
discussion on
This is
existence
way-
and realities last week.
Oh, it can. Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I got a couple analysis points on this.
Oh my god, hit it.
Points.
Go, no.
Hit it.
Hit it right
Give
now.
us, yeah.
Like start going track by track.
Go.
Oh, about the album. Oh, we were talking.
Oh! I mean, we can talk about Ken.
Come on, y'all.
The groove
I got
can?
this on my
I
mind.
mean, let's talk about Edubum Yasi.
No, yeah, of course, yeah.
Right? Okay,
Yeah.
so what song are you picking from Edubum Yasi?
I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah, what are we talking about? Are we talking about the band Can?
Yeah. Kraut Rock.
Kraut Rockians?
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom,
I still haven't- I haven't caught up to them yet. I was gonna suggest that one of our albums later will be a Krautrock album.
It's cool.
Are you familiar with any of this?
Barely.
Have you heard
How's
this?
How's Kraut spelled?
Or Kraut.
Okay, so yeah.
Have you heard of the term Krautrock?
Yes, yeah. I've heard of it.
Yeah,
for sure.
it's a specific, I guess, stripe of German rock.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, German, right?
Yeah,
It's like, and it's all Bauhaus and like very like, you know.
Bauhaus
and,
is
like, a very
not
strict rhythm.
Krautrock.
And it was a big deal
Well,
with.
but, I mean, you can use the word Bauhaus to describe some elements of krautrock. Can you not? What'd you say?
Is Bauhaus an adjective?
I mean, I'm making it into being one. It
Oh.
isn't. You're right. It's true. Yeah, it's.
I didn't. I just think when I think Bauhaus, I think
Bauhaus.
yeah,
That's fair.
which is not Krautrock.
Well, but no, but you mean like the art style? I mean, like.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I can understand that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think
it's okay. I got confused.
And then I talked. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, it's okay.
Let's go back to. I want to talk about the mayo mustard thing.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
Yeah. So, like I said, I would just I wouldn't. I guess.
You'd be concerned.
I would be concerned, but I wouldn't what's the word?
We should get a
crucify
sound guy
them
for the show.
right then and there.
Sound effect guy. We should get.
Yeah.
Put that one down. Yeah. You wouldn't crucify them?
No, not immediately. Anyway, I would plan a ceremony.
A little bit. Okay. Yeah. Y'all ever seen the 9 Inch Nails music video for Closer?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You remember the scene with the monkey?
Nope.
It's like a crucified or like a monkey that's up on it. Yeah.
Maybe.
Kind of, but
That's what I mean when I say.
Would it be like that? Yeah. Okay. It would be like that. All right.
I would.
That's good to know.
My first move would be to give the concerned look, and then to phone up Trent Reznor and say, "Hey, we need to organize something."
Because I need one just like it.
Yeah.
I'm jonesing for one.
Yeah. I got a situation.
I want it. I need it. By Death Grips. So what did you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
Right now?
What's on your mind?
What's on my mind?
That was
right
my
now?
that was my bit.
That was your bit.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good bit.
Thank you. Thought about it. I honestly did think about it for a while. I was like, I'm saving this.
Yeah. Martini Police.
Can we get back to me? Your turn, dude.
No,
it is your turn.
I'm sorry, you go.
Dang it. No, it's your turn.
When you say your turn, are you trying to like mimic us saying your turn to you?
Yeah, whose turn?
So that it sounds
No,
like
I'm saying because you had your your point.
That was but no. I want you to. I want you.
Yes.
To, or I can go if you want me to.
Yeah. For now, I'll come back to me.
You want me to go?
Okay.
So I have an internship. I work at a speech pathology clinic in
nerd.
Let's talk about mayonnaise and mustard.
That's a bit. That's a bit, folks.
So.
But you know what I'm saying?
I want to talk first about Matthew Duvall and his headassery.
Oh damn!
I gotta cover that one first.
You're speaking with the CEO of Head Ass Industries, Matt speaking.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I want to talk about millennial humor because today someone sent me this meme.
Wait, let me see it.
Oh my god, there's so much to it. Do you want to describe it to the?
I would love to.
That is incredibly detailed.
It's very dense. What I'm currently looking at is a deep fried photograph, not a deep fried caption, mind you. The photograph and the caption are in notably different quality.
So the caption isn't deep fried, but the image is.
Yeah, the image is, I believe. And it's Squidward.
Or I guess the source image.
With flat face. The source image, yes. Squidward in a flat face. It looks like he's a suit on.
Almost looks like Slender Man.
It does look like Slender Man, yeah. And he's standing or
it's like black and white, is it not?
The Half-Life, whatever that man is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of black and white, and there's a little shade in the back from the.
Yeah, his stature is not Squidward.
It is.
Yeah.
No,
it's
like
definitely
Slender
something.
Man.
It's a video game character of some kind.
Scary, but yeah, and so he's looking straight into the to the eyes of the beholder, of the bejeweled beholder, right? And he's standing in front of a partially tiled, partially drywalled wall, and he
is it that, or is that just the graininess from the deep friedness?
It looks like there's two different kinds of walls.
Oh, okay, I see.
I think it's.
I think the bottom half maybe. Wait, hang on.
It's like tile, right? Is that not tile?
This is either tile or he's in a laundromat. And these are washing machines. What do you think?
Oh wait, let me look at this.
Could be.
You think those are washing machines?
Maybe.
That very well could be. Okay, so
it's probably more just like a school hallway or something.
It's but we'll consider the washing machine hypothesis for the time being. And so, and the caption says, without any punctuation whatsoever, teacher, what is the sloped intercept form? That's a caption.
It's the run-on-ness of that makes it funny to me.
Yeah.
And I got...
Teacher, what is the slope intercept?
What's the slope intercept form? I got sent this meme today.
By who? Anyone you know?
I'm not at liberty to disclose.
Okay.
My speech pathologist at your internship.
I can't say that one either.
Okay. That's fine.
I can't tell you. I just can't say
If it's not important, then
I mean, I'd say it's important. I wouldn't say it's not important. It's pretty important.
It's important. The source of the.
It was,
like if you can't bring it up without talking about the person, but the person is important.
Right, but the person is important.
So why did you feel the urge to bring this up? Because I am very interested.
Because it's like with the way things like seem to be going nowadays, you know, it's like I don't really like millennial humor is just like so. I want to say that it's like irreducibly complicated, but like I don't think it is.
But no, I can see where that comes from, because a lot of it is just like at this point it's like, because I feel like so much older humor, it's like, all right, here's the punchline.
Yeah.
But this one is like, why am I laughing at?
Get past that. We gotta get away.
Yeah.
It's
no,
like,
but that's
it's so abstract.
I actually have a very, very strong opinion. I think it is because of that.
Yeah.
Hard to explain, like why exactly do I find this funny? That is pushing me to believe that it is like a highly evolved form of humor.
I think I think the same thing.
Something way
like don't get me wrong, old jokes can be great.
It's
There's
true.
a lot of great old like standard format comedy.
Yeah.
But there's something about like mystery in especially deep fried memes, because the first thing I think about is like how many steps did it take to get to this point?
Yeah, how did that all go down?
There's a Tumblr post that I saw of a similar kind of meme where it was like, cat sees an empty box, or like cat sees me open a package and throw away the box, and then it's a screenshot of Tim Heidecker going, which we all know what that means.
Yeah.
Right.
It's free real estate.
Yeah, free real estate.
And then someone reblogged that and goes, "This is a great example of that modern day memes are merely hieroglyphic.
Yeah.
No one in 100 years will know what this means at all."
Exactly. No, I was just gonna say, like, I mean, it seems so out of nowhere, this kind of humor, but like it does. You mentioning Tim Heidecker,
right?
So much of this comes from like Tim and Eric, specifically Eric, Andre.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all these guys that just kind of like.
Also, a guy I've been watching a lot of recently.
Yeah,
besides
he's hilarious. He's a legend. But it's just like it's really interesting to see where Tim and Eric went.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
To where not everybody makes jokes like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They sort of did set the the groundwork for that, like that, just like, very strange, fast moving, like, kind of scary kind of humor.
They had a lot of different styles. I feel like they had the kind of gross out bits. There's like weird editings. And there was the anti-humor where it was just there was no joke at all, but it was just there was just the atmosphere of it that was kind of, and then some of it was surreal.
It's true. Yeah.
Which I think the real estate bit is a good example of that. Yeah.
What about the Prices bit? Have y'all seen that one?
Yeah, one of my favorite ones.
God.
Yeah. That is a great example of.
Serve that too much.
Yeah, because it's like.
Unbelievable.
It's just I feel like a lot of it. It's kind of like a. It's kind of like a mutated version of an inside joke, where it's like it takes a situation or a scenario that you're familiar with. In this case, like in the case of the Prices bit, like low budget public access TV commercials for like dealerships of cars and shit. Of bleep, and then moving, and then it's like taking that and bastardizing it and changing it, like making it just more about how the format is funny instead of the actual contents of like what they're saying. That's what makes me think that it's actually quite like advanced.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think it's really fun, really cool that like kids think that this stuff is funny.
You want to hit the second intro?
The second intro?
Yeah, ready?
Okay. Too much of heaven, laying on the ground. Heaven. I cannot get it out of my head, I swear.
Read a book! Okay.
Yeah, read a book.
Read a book.
Read a book, folks.
Yeah, that's what this is a music podcast, but at the end of the day, everybody read one book by the end of the night.
Read at least a book.
One book.
At least
in the
one.
podcast, even start now, and you.
Yeah, it's kind of been an unspoken
can you
rule.
not multitask?
You can.
Come on.
If you start right now.
Yeah.
If it's a short book, dude, you can read like Animal Farm by George. That's a short book. Read that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Read that. That's a short
Read the indispensable Calvin and Hobbes.
That's also a good one. Yeah. Short
I mean, also like because I noticed so many thematic similarities to. I noticed so many thematic similarities to Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut. I brought that as well.
You did.
Yeah, I brought my copy of Slaughterhouse-Five. Aliens, war.
I'm convinced that all of
sorrow
derives like interpretive abilities for things by holding them.
Yeah.
Like when you hold it, you're like, this feels like it could be compared to this thing.
No, dude.
Okay,
There's
so
so many.
you didn't even
really into. You're really.
They're so similar. It's basically like the music.
Are you saying these
equivalent.
two things are similar?
Yeah, of course.
Because you didn't say this. You just picked it up.
Oh, sorry.
This is an audio podcast.
Yeah. Europop by Eiffel 65 is
we haven't said
a
it
modern equivalent to Kurt Vonnegut's hit book Slaughterhouse-Five.
Avi Saki, 2018.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a take if I've ever.
What a take, man!
What a take!
Thank you so much.
What a take!
Thank you so much.
Oh man!
I want to get your. Oh, you're good. It's good. I love those. Those look newer from an angle.
My mom got them for me.
They're nice, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Do they fit
My mom
well?
buys all my clothes.
All your clothes?
Yeah.
Do they fit well? Are they comfortable?
No, they're always too small.
Always too small.
Yeah. I ask her to get me a small.
And she. Oh.
Yeah.
And she does exactly that.
In shoes, you say, "Give me small shoes."
I always ask her to get.
What size is that?
Yeah, I ask her to get them for me in the child 13.
Yeah. Okay.
So and then I see them, I'm like, I like these.
Yeah. Right. And
yeah.
she never bats an eye.
Well, she always gets mad at me because I want to have 10 shoes and put one on each toe.
Right.
And just walk on my toes, but my mom doesn't let me.
So you think size 13 children's shoes are small enough to fit on each one of your toes?
Oh, for sure.
Like no doubt about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so what size shoe are you wearing now?
13.
And those are those are grown up 13. Those are
grown up 13.
Big man.
Well, I mean it's
big
like
boy 13.
So say that you have a size 11 shoe, the child 11 is meant to fit your toe. Did y'all know that?
Can't.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm done with this joke.
That does not sound.
I'm done with this joke. This joke went way too far.
That means a child 11
no
is like
sense.
an inch long.
You know what really
for sure.
Was we confronted you with our brutal intelligence.
Yeah, this is y'all's fault.
Scared.
Yeah, it scared me.
You were just intimidated.
He's reading into me.
What size shoe do you wear, Matt? What do you wear?
Probably 13s. I don't know.
As well?
This is a European.
How tall? You're what, like 6'1"?
6'1".
How tall are you?
6'1".
6'1"? Okay.
6'1" gang. These are European 44 men.
It might be worth. Oh, that's pretty.
I'm pretty sure it's No, it's no. Actually, these are new. 12 and a half. These are 12 and a half. Because I tried 13, it was too big.
I worked at an Urban Outfitters for about a year.
I remember that.
I remember that too.
Right. That was a moment ago. Yeah.
Why did you do that?
I don't. Man. I think I was young and I was more interested in the idea of like a
every time
cooler, calmer workplace rather than getting actually paid. But yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Every time I go to North Park, I'm like, wow, North Park is so far away from everything I know. Mm-hmm. And then you're there, and I'm like, wait, hang on, what? And don't you live over?
And I was too scared to drive on highway, so I'd always take Hillcrest south.
Oh my god!
Which would take me like 30-35 minutes to drive to work.
And why were you afraid of highways?
And I think I was just young. And
oh, that's true.
I just didn't. I hadn't driven on them enough, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this, man.
For sure.
And later on, I think I sort of embraced it. But while I was there, one day a man walked up to me and he said, "Can you get me this pair of sandals in a size 40?" And I was like,
come again?
You're talking about European, right? And he was like, yeah, I just want a size 40 in these sandals. And they were these nice, they kind of looked like these, but they had like it was like they were colored green. They had the Brazilian flag over them. So Viva Brazil, yeah. And so he came up to me and he said, you need a size 40 pair of these shoes. And so I ran back and there was like a size chart and I matched the 40 up to, it was like a 9 or a 10, I think. But I eventually got him his sandals and he was all, he was satisfied, he was happy. But it just goes to show you that, you can't. I mean, there's not always like consistency in. You know, you got like the metric system and the customary. Like,
oh yeah,
there are a lot of different numbers that get tossed around to many different places.
There are so many numbers, you guys.
Oh, I know.
And they all
have you ever tried to like count all the numbers?
1.
Hell no.
2. We'll do it now.
Oh my god.
3.
Are you doing this?
I'm going. No, I'm just kidding.
That's true. Yeah,
I'll do that.
See, you can't get past 3. That's just like whoa.
Well, what can you do? Yeah.
I mean, I could.
You're talking up a big game.
I mean, I'm
over
thinking
there.
1. I can't even. What comes after
Damn.
1?
Damn.
I can't. I don't know which
Practice
number
what you
next.
preach, my friend.
Exactly.
That's what I'm
Practice
saying.
what you preach. No, you're right. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I couldn't.
No, when I say count all the numbers, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be in numerical order.
Is it really
So,
not?
1.
But I mean, you said count.
4,365,486,333.
Wait, so you cannot count to 2, but you can hit that hard on the damn. You're like pulling tricks.
No,
for
that
one.
wasn't
It's
me
like
not
you get
being
to
able
2
to-
And you're like, oh.
No, that's not me not knowing 2. It was just which number do I decide to count next? I couldn't
Oh, so that was what you were thinking of.
Yeah. So the number that I just said was after a long time of me like determining which number
Which
I
number
should.
you wanted to count to, and then you said it. What's that?
And
for
this
you?
is millennial humor, everybody.
That's true.
Oh my god.
Which number are we counting to? So
It's time for what if it was purple?
let's see it purple.
Go! Sorry.
Good bit. That was a good one.
I love.
He's pretty funny. He went to Paris recently, right? Did he go to Paris? Yeah.
Again.
For a second
That's
time.
right, for a second time, yeah. So he went to Paris. They're doing one more season of that show, I think.
Yeah.
And
Thank God.
they're
It
working
just gets
on
harder and harder for him.
It does,
It makes
right?
sense that like
I mean, yeah.
I think chances are this will probably be the last
one.
season.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
got
I've tried to research it and be
He's
like,
got
how,
Instagram
like they
followers.
must be, Adult Swim must be minted.
Yeah. Baggy.
He destroys the set every single time.
Every single
Because he has to
time.
top it so many times, and also so many people are becoming familiar with him.
Yeah.
Like that's why Sacha Baron Cohen doesn't do a Borat 2, is because everybody knows Borat
Right,
now.
yeah.
So it's
right.
really difficult.
Couldn't
so that's
be.
probably
Yeah,
what's gonna
too.
go on.
I was watching like compilations of Eric Andre clips, and the season 1 is still the funniest to me because it's like the most deadpan. Like that segment Murdering Time.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
Where he's like, what are you gonna do, man? When, in general, I'm in a new band called Kuwait Grips.
You played Sleigh Bells.
I quit the band. I want to just scat autotune.
And they do that.
It's just like,
They do it in that great low res camera.
I know that's the best part
Yeah.
about it is it's
That
like
really-
you can
that
tell
really
they
makes
don't
it.
give any schlocks.
Any schlocks.
No schlocks.
Not a single schlock they give.
Sam
Out of all-
Schlock, Ham Hock, Fam Fock, Sims.
Meet the Fockers.
What was that?
That was me riffing off of your.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You said
You
Fock
did
with an
you're
O.
right. And then you said Meet the Fockers. That was
Shout out
good.
to Gaylord Fokker.
Is this the same guy that did the ice thing?
I think that's
Yeah,
both.
Gaylord.
That guy, is that the same guy?
Mr. Gaylord.
Gaylord, like Bennington, or like Gaylord, Gaylord, like Levon, or
When I was a kid and we went to that
Gaylord
ice exhibit
Yeah.
almost every year for Christmas,
Mhm.
it never clicked with me that Gaylord was like a funny name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you think about
I didn't like. I guess I just didn't know gay yet.
Well, right, yeah, and it's like, I mean, we have my aunt's middle name is Gay, and it was for a long time.
Yeah.
It was just you could pop that as a first name.
Mm-hmm.
It was just it meant
We have a family friend named Gay.
Gay. Yeah, it was I mean,
Yeah.
it was a thing, but it's just morphed into something that's derogative, which is it's a bad one. But that
it was derogatory, and then it was flipped around and be like, no, this is actually an okay thing to be this.
Yeah,
and then now people are using it ironically. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's it's a reclaimed slur, I guess, is what it is.
That's true.
I mean, it's written in the stone with the character in Meet the Parents being named Gaylord Fokker. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, you get it?
Yeah.
His last name sounds like the F word, and his first name is Gay.
LOL.
Yeah.
Quick shout out to Mackenzie.
Shout out Mackenzie.
Is she listening?
And asked me to shout her out, which I will gladly do. Yeah, she is. I think.
Oh, I was worried that she didn't tune in. That's great.
Oh no, she's tuned. Are you tuned in? Yeah.
Uptown Funk y'all up.
Uptown Funk y'all up. Yeah. So up. So
Thank you so much for being a regular reviewer. Let me see if anyone shouted me out in my own texts.
Tuned up.
Dawood said that he tuned in for 1 second.
You.
Maybe he just didn't.
Up.
Oh, Tim replied.
Up.
You know Tim?
Town Funk.
Is this real time?
Oh, she's sending this?
Yeah. Tim Blakely, right.
Yeah, he tweeted, I don't know if you know, but the idea to
behind this one. Yeah.
No, the idea to Photoshop our faces onto the album cover was his idea. It wasn't mine.
Idea.
It was a Nice Tunes thing.
Yeah.
Nice Tunes is the podcast that this is ripping off.
Faces.
Yeah, every episode they would Photoshop their face onto the cover of the record. So I stole that from him. So he was like,
nabbed it.
So he was like, cool idea for that image.
Snicker.
You little dirt boy.
He called you dirt boy, man? Wow.
No, I just made that up. But
I
would be
not
so
take that.
Yeah. I'm about to give him some Hellman's ketchup. If you know what
yeah, give him the Hellman's ketchup, man. Give it to him with the Hellman's ketchup, man.
Yeah.
A little the squeeze packet of Hellman's ketchup.
Hellman's ketchup.
How much like hell would be raised if like a major fast food chain just started switching out their Heinz ketchup packets for Hellman's ketchup packets? Do you think anyone would notice? Or they'd be like, what is this?
That's a good, because like at McDonald's, you know, they're not like obligated anymore to just give them to you. You have to ask, because they're just, I guess they're on some, people just don't want to go to McDonald's anymore. But like, yeah, I guess, I mean, so that I'm insinuating that if
I'm so sorry we're still talking about this, by the way.
This is a poignant discussion.
Oh, that's true.
Good, but it's right. We did big time break that rule about the Eiffel 65.
I know. I'm the guest, so I'm trying to be nice about it.
You are, and you're being really cordial, and we're just over here talking about pranks, man.
I'm clenching my fist.
Well, so the idea that you would be someone to ask for ketchup at the drive-thru, right?
Yeah.
And Eiffel 65 is playing in your car, right? And you ask for ketchup at the McDonald's drive-thru line. You're likely to have done it several times before, because either you use it or you just like habitually just say, "Can you give me some ketchup?" And maybe you don't use it, but they toss it in there. Mm-hmm. But let's go with the idea that you use it, right? That you're actually opening the ketchup.
Yeah.
And then you would notice if it's at Heinz or Hellman's, and that would be, I think, a remarkable distinction. I think that would end up.
What if they just have a bin of each brand?
That's an idea.
And they judge like when the driver comes in, they're like, depending on how they ask it, they're like, give me ketchup, or they're like, could you please maybe toss some ketchups in there?
Yeah.
And then they're like,
Heinz or Hellman's, yeah.
Heinz or Hellman's. And
you
know what? I'm feeling I'm having a good day. Have some Heinz.
I'd like to take my girlfriend's opinion on this. Is it Heinz or Hellman's? Can you please send me a text message?
I want to shout out my girlfriend too, dude.
Shout out to the girlfriends out there.
Shout out Julia. Shout out girlfriends.
Woo! Shout out girlfriends. Hamid's currently putting his hair up in a bun and it's looking good.
Thank you so much, dude.
Straight relationships.
Will you do the bun too? Yes, shout out. But will you do the bun?
Yeah. I can do the bun.
God.
Do you want me to do the bun?
Do it. Yeah.
Because you're gonna feel left out.
That's okay.
Like.
You can do it with that hair.
I feel like I can.
You have before. I've seen it.
That's true.
A few hairs in one.
So.
This is a long process.
Evan is pantomiming.
No, he's not pantomiming. He's really trying.
That is true, actually.
He's got one little tuft. There we go.
No hairband.
He's also choking.
Sorry.
It's all good. Oh man.
Not today. I tried. Did you guys know that the shrine garter in Breath of the Wild is modeled after a Japanese tradition where monks would mummify themselves alive?
No, I didn't know that.
Can I talk?
Nerd.
I'm going to talk about it. She said Heinz, so.
Of course.
Let's talk about this.
Of course.
The girlfriend always knows best.
the Heinz.
Don't want to get into that kind of comedy.
That's true. Okay, so this one
Breath of the Wild being a...
Zelda game.
Yeah, Zelda game.
Zelda
Switch.
game.
It's a Switch. You ready for this? Look at that. And he's got sunglasses on, too.
Sokushinbutsu.
Yeah, so Sokushinbutsu is what it's called. I'm going to just read from Wikipedia. Sokushinbutsu.
Eiffel 65 is an Italian electronic music
Thank
group.
you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry, Evan, your time is up. Sorry, Evan. Somebody else spoke up for me, and I am happy. I was texting Matt under the desk. You better get Evan to stop talking about this right now.
Are you guys conspiring without me?
I'm gonna start Margarita.
You
Patrol.
went to Wikipedia, and I was like, no, we gotta move. If we're doing Wikipedia, we have to read the article about the band.
You're gonna start Margarita Patrol?
Margarita Patrol. If this keeps going this way, Margarita.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Margarita Patrol.
Am I invited?
If y'all want to talk about Eiffel 65, gladly.
Every episode's going to be about Eiffel 65.
Yeah. Like, you guys know how Spotify's doing that podcast where they're analyzing, like, line by line Frank Ocean's albums?
Yeah.
That's what they're going to do. That's what I'm going to do with mine.
With
Eiffel 65.
That's,
Ugh.
So, I mean, if y'all want to talk about it, then let's talk about it. But, I mean, on my podcast.
We brought you here, so we might as well.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just wanted to do that for the bit.
No,
I'm sure what you were
keep
doing is
on
very
talking
interesting.
about the Breath of the Wild monk.
No. I want to actually. You've convinced me. I want to talk about Eiffel 65.
Oh, what? But I kind of want to, like.
Oh, do you want to
I want to finish what
No,
you're saying.
sorry. I can finish. That was.
No, I felt bad for
I-
making that joke go on.
I
too
sacrificed
long.
for the bit. That's
You're
my...
good. No, I was sitting there. I was trying to pronounce this, and I tried several times. That was no, please. All I think I was gonna say was that Sokushinbutsu are kind of Buddhist mummy. So these are Buddhist monks that are like ascetic, and so they don't like indulge in like pleasures, and then they mummify themselves alive. So they're like one day decide when they're old, they're like, I'm gonna just become a mummy, and
But
so
they're still alive.
They're still alive, yeah. And so they're like, I'm gonna eat like only herbs and shit, and then I'm gonna and stuff, and then I'm gonna starve myself. And then they starve themselves, and then they get wrapped up and put underground for like 60 days. And if they wake up after having, put these herbs in their body to cleanse like the contents, and then they they starve themselves and they're still up and awake and alive and doing all right, then and they're still like alive, then they're like a mummy. But if they're dead, then it's like they didn't do it right. They didn't complete the task. So that's kind of all there is.
That is a
ground.
very Buddhist thing.
Yeah. Right? Let's talk. I want to talk about Eiffel. So we've been talking about
Okay, so
do you want to read? You want to read the Wikipedia article?
No, I didn't. Like, I just made that up.
Oh, I
didn't have it pulled up.
I wasn't mad.
I just assumed that's what the first line
you
says.
had it pulled up. I was impressed.
Let's see how close I was.
Let's do it. Now I'm curious.
I want to know about the name.
Me too.
Do you know the etymology
of
of Eiffel 65?
I'm confused. I'm getting text messages that there's trumpets playing right now on the show.
Oh, the free jazz thing started.
Oh, it happened! It actually happened. Julia texted me. She's like, "Why are there trumpets playing?"
Thank you so much, Julia. We hit the top of the hour, so it like auto played again. So we were listening to Ornette Coleman's free jazz. That was our music break.
That was our music break. Hey, a good one, man.
Yeah, a good one.
Hit the trumpets. I was like, yeah, do we have a good trumpet button? Like, I didn't know if that was.
I mean, you said soundboard, so we got it.
It's true.
Locked and loaded.
Button.
Yeah.
Get it.
Anyway,
trumpet button.
It's having trouble connecting to the Wi-Fi.
Oh, I can. You want me to pull it up on my phone?
I could just say it off the top of my head.
I mean, if you can do that.
So how close was I to what the Wikipedia page?
Pretty close.
Okay, here it goes. Oh, okay.
You were pretty close.
I said electronic. Eiffel 65 is an Italian pop music and dance music.
Pop. Because in early 2000s, there was no electronic was whatever. Daft Punk, move aside.
Can you name
pop music?
Can you name the members of Eiffel 65?
Okay, my favorite member. He has a very Italian name. Starts with an M.
Yeah.
Mazuch.
You're really close.
Are you guessing it? Like, you don't know what it is?
No, I really don't remember. He's my favorite member, though.
Maurizio.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a good one.
Yeah, and then, of course, Jeffrey J. and Gabri
Ponte.
Yeah. He has so many remixes on.
Yeah, he seems to be the guy who's like behind the instrumentals because he has all the remixes.
That's true. He's got them all in his possession. Yeah.
Oh man. His real name is Gabrielle Ponte.
No, we need Gabri or Gabri.
What? I mean, I like
and
Gabri.
Maurizio Lobina, previously known as Apollo. He had a mononymous.
Maurizio is a legend.
Apollo.
Watch him in the Move Your Body
Jeffrey
music video.
J says his real name is Gianfranco Randoni. Very Italian.
Yeah, he should have changed it just to Jeffrey J. Keep it like that. Legally changed it.
Like legally,
Yeah. It could be a porn star.
Some people have gone there with as far as like legal name changes.
Mm-hmm.
You know Nardwar?
Yeah.
That's his legal name now.
Oh yeah?
Are you serious?
Yeah, when he started doing the interviews, he changed his name legally to Nardwar, the human serviette.
Oh my god.
I don't trust
You're not serious? Here, I'll pull it up right now.
I don't trust this. What is his
I
name?
read
John,
about...
I don't trust
John,
that.
What's his...
Oh, that's right, John Ruskin.
John Ruskin.
John Ruskin.
Yeah.
John Ruskin.
Yes.
Nardwar.
I'm on the Wikipedia page for Nardwar right now.
Nardwar ghost wrote all of Eiffel 65's Europop.
He was touring with the Evaporators and interviewing Pharrell from NERD.
Exactly.
They kept having to redo takes because they would lose the footage, and so he was saying like he was really stressed, and you can hear it on the record.
He also ghost wrote all the music to NERD's.
That's true. Yeah.
Discography.
Pharrell was like, "Why don't you just write it, man?"
Yeah. Nardwar.
He was accepted into the University of British Columbia in 1986, the same year he changed his name to Nardwar.
That is
straight up changed it.
That's crazy.
When asked to explain his name, Nardwar said that it is a dumb, stupid name like Sting or Sinbad.
Yeah.
And that human came from the song Human Fly by the Cramps, and serviette came from the fact that in the USA they don't have serviettes, they have napkins.
Yeah.
So he just wanted to make sure he was the most Canadian he could be.
Yeah. Super duper Canadian.
And boy is he.
It's pretty Canadian. Why do they, like... It's like... There are subtle differences between the U.S. and Canada that end up, like, making, like... I don't know, make the fact that you have to distinguish between the two not worth it, in my opinion. That it's like, you know, their money is, like, just a little bit less valuable than the U.S. daughter, and that, like, you know...
U.S. daughter?
U.S. daughter.
I heard that joke. I didn't want to correct him.
D-O-D-O-R, yeah.
Every female child in the U.S. is worth a little bit less than a Canadian dollar.
Well, yeah, Canadian currency is called daughters.
Daughters, yeah.
American dollars and Canadian daughters.
Daughters, yeah. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And they
You know, the loony, the toonie, the daughter.
Yeah, the trio. And it's like crazy to think about the fact that if you go like most places in Quebec, like, you know, and you don't speak French, like, you're
good
good
luck, buddy.
Yeah, it's amazing. But I mean, it's like, you know, I think they have like a lot of history there, and so that, like, you know, they were like, well, we got to make the official language like French, so like we got to keep the identity. But yeah, it's like, I mean, Canada's just right there, but it seems so different.
It's very fascinating to me. Yeah. I would like to visit, or maybe even live.
Or maybe even live, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Better than the U.S., am I right? When even better than both of those is Italy.
Of course.
Because they have
Eiffel 65.
I got off topic again, I'm sorry.
Can we talk about how
wrong country.
The only reason I know these guys are Italian is because it says so on the Wikipedia. They don't sound Italian at all.
They don't.
They sound like they walked straight off of Malibu Beach and they're like, let's record dance music.
Yeah, right. So good.
He has a beautiful voice.
He does. You both have beautiful voices.
Thank you so much. You do too, Evan.
Oh, thank you.
You don't do your impression of him. Do your impression of him.
But mine's nowhere near as good as y'all's.
Do your impression of the auto-tune, the blue chorus.
Oh God, I cannot do that.
I'll
do the too much.
Okay, do that.
Too much ahead.
That's good.
Is that good?
No, I think that's good.
So much.
I was telling them before the podcast, I was listening to a live performance of My Console, actually.
Yeah.
That was the song. And
man.
He was like, he had a somewhat Italian accent, and he was like, "Hey guys, you guys ready to party, have fun?"
Yeah.
And then the instrumental kicks in, and then his voice just changes. He goes, "Are
you ready to do a party?
Yeah.
This is a song called My Console."
He does not sound Italian anymore.
That Italian.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Y'all remember when that account that was like,
Italian Elon Musk was like verified on Twitter.
It was verified?
I think so.
Why was it verified?
That account was so funny.
I think it was like a legitimate account that devolved into an illegitimate account and started just posting.
Oh, like how? Did you guys
Musk
follow the
Italian jokes.
Twitter cursed pics or cursed images?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And he's like, and all he's doing is posting like brony porn.
Yeah.
I'm still following to see like how far it goes.
How far we'll continue on.
That's a good excuse, Matt.
Dude.
Matt's like, oh, this is funny.
Yeah,
Furry porn.
It's hilarious.
I just ironically,
Enjoy this.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
The account actually got deleted, I guess.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
This is not
Italian
good.
Elon Musk is no longer
a very
on
short
Twitter.
run for Italian Elon Musk. So I actually do want to talk about the music on this.
Elon Musk.
I actually have
please,
so
hit
much
it.
to say.
Please.
Good.
Avid, I knew you were a meme lord,
Am I a meme lord? Thank you for calling me that.
but
But what? I'm so confused. I don't know
this
what you're
makes me
looking at on
question
your
your
computer.
taste so much. Oh my god.
Uh-oh, I'm excited. I'm so excited.
This record. I'm dropping the facade right here. I gotta go
are you-
serious.
Oh, you gonna say
we're
it?
talking about the Eiffel 65 record, right?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, what about it,
He's about
dude?
to, he's about to beef with you.
Yeah,
So
where
just-
this is
I'm
this
just
is
saying.
Heinz versus Hellman's right
Mhm.
now.
You should get ready. I'm gonna back up a little bit.
This album, this I don't even
I'm
know.
waiting.
I don't even know how to say this. Like,
Evan's writing.
what are you writing? I want to genuinely review it.
Oh god. You're on your own.
Oh my
That's
God.
what the note says.
We have talked seriously about music before, and I want to do it here.
Yeah. No, let's go for it because I can talk so seriously about this album.
Are you sure?
For sure. I told y'all. Yeah, thank you. Evan wrote a note that says, I'm with Avid. He says, I'm joining Margarita Patrol. That's what he also wrote down.
I'm in it for
Yeah.
the long haul.
Screw you. You don't even know
I-
what Martini
but I
Police is
just-
from. Not you, him.
That's true.
What?
You don't even know what the
Dude,
Martini Police
Yeah, I do.
He told me.
I know.
I know.
I know where it's
is.
from.
I felt like I was losing brain
You
cells
probably do.
Oh!
when I was
You just
listening
weren't
to this
listening
album.
deep enough.
Okay, wait. So then, explain how you.
Like,
listen
okay, so
deep.
Get Out is just like a fun horror movie, but when you look into it, it has a beautiful social commentary.
It's a fair
It's the same
point.
thing
No,
as
the social commentary is very apparent.
Oh,
like
okay,
from first
okay.
watch.
No, all right. No, okay.
I've never actually seen it, so I can't.
Really? It's a good
It's
movie.
good.
Should I watch it?
Yeah.
Almost as good as Europop by Eiffel 65.
65.
Yeah.
It's like almost it's like a slightly worse record than Europop by Eiffel 65 in album form. You know?
Yeah.
It's like
I think it, yeah.
lower in it.
The album form is
Man,
so beautiful.
I guess we're gonna have to keep this up.
I guess we are.
Keep this up. That isn't too hard, y'all. This album is killer. Okay, first track. Blue, Dabba Dee. Classic song, everybody knows and loves it.
Okay, it's already wrong. Like the version I listened to had too much of Evan track.
Yeah,
on it.
because that's the wrong Spotify version. This is the
true.
real
No,
version.
I wasn't
Yeah.
listening to Spotify. I was listening to Apple Music.
Oh, Apple Music. All streaming services. They also
In
misspelled
In fact,
console.
it says on here on
Did they
on
really?
Wikipedia.
Yeah, they misspelled console on like almost all the
It
streaming
says
services.
on the Wikipedia page the version that has Too Much of Heaven first is the Europe edition.
Forget the
Europe
Europe
being
edition.
where they're from,
Forget
so it's
the Europe
probably the most
edition.
original.
Fair point.
Because
I-
this is an analysis
good
and a
point.
commentary to help the American audience. So I'm taking this from an American's perspective and seeing how an American should interpret this
Okay,
album.
that's
So we're
The
starting
entire album or just that song?
the entire album. The entire album has so much relating to
Densely
consumerism.
You better fire away. 'cause-
Okay, so we'll start off blue,
Hilarious.
double entendre, right?
no.
right? Yeah, it represents hefty depression of the little blue alien. Like the blue alien
And
is
it's a killer
facing
theme in
yeah,
that
because he
character,
goes
yeah.
blue Corvette, blue little window, all these things.
You just
And then
read
he says-
Genius.
and then he says that he's blue inside.
Yeah.
Inside, they don't say anything about double entendre on Genius. He's blue
Yes, they
inside.
do.
Oh, do they?
Okay, I'm looking it up.
Dang. And then so the blue Corvette, the blue little window, not only does it demonstrate his depression inside, blue everything.
Yeah.
He wants to change. He doesn't want to just be blue like
Inside
everything
and
else.
outside.
So blue
Blue
represents sadness and
Blue
depression.
window. Yeah.
Meanwhile, blue also represents everything's blue. I want to stick out. I don't want to just be
Okay, I'm gonna read these lyrics verbatim.
Okay.
Cinema Sins style.
Wait, can I do the opening sound?
Yeah, do the sound. Yo, listen up. Here's a story about a little guy who lives in a blue world. Sin number 1. This is not a story. It's an exposition. All he talks about is how he's blue.
It's a story.
And what's blue. Nothing happens to the blue guy. He just exists in one place saying he's blue. He's got things that are blue. He's not doing anything. He's just blue. That's it.
I gotta side with Matt on this one. So.
You guys are crazy. Did y'all
Here's
not
a story about a guy that lives in a
analysis?
blue world all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue, like him inside and outside. Blue is his house. We get it. It's blue.
Yeah, exactly. They're
We
pushing
get it.
this into your mind.
I get it by the third line. You don't need
Just
to go.
the repetition of blue, blue, blue. It beats the alien down. Blue. I'm feeling so blue. I'm feeling so blue.
I'm moving back over to this
Yeah.
side.
Oh my god. Here's the thing about this.
He's got really good arguments.
If you're gonna go the simplistic, minimalist lyrical route,
That's what they take this whole album.
that is what they take this whole album. But they coat it in this veneer of like, it's so
Beauty.
meaningful and full of just loftiness and like if you're gonna be like. Let's talk about one of Eiffel 65's main competitors.
Oh, I thought it was your metaphor. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
One of Eiffel 65's main competitors in the 90s.
Yeah.
Daft Punk.
They are not competitors.
Yeah, because Daft Punk just blew them out of the water.
That is.
They have a song called Around the World.
Around
What's the one
world,
lyric in that song?
around the world.
They're putting it right in front of your face. Hey, this song has no words. It's just this.
But
Deal
Eiffel
with it.
65's
There's
taking
no
that to the next
meaning.
level.
There's no
They
meaning to
upgrade
it.
They have few words, but they put meaning behind it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's so vacant. It's not artistically put at all. It's just like, oh, this guy's sad. There's no, and they couldn't even.
I sense racism here.
They couldn't
You're
even-
making fun of it. You're making fun of an Italian man's vocals.
They couldn't even fill out the chorus.
Did you
They
watch
just-
Get Out?
I did.
I have to add just very quickly that I think Matt's impersonation of the song is pretty accurate. It reaches a threshold for me where I know there are words that are being played, but I don't hear words,
I could even go far as to say this opening verse is plagiarism from. Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. Yo, listen up. Here's a story about a little guy. And the same flow, the same delivery. They even have the same vocal timbre.
That's brazen.
So, and the hook, I can't even I'm blue.
Are we gonna talk about the hook now?
I can't. They couldn't even fill out the line with more words.
So
they're just going dabba dee dabba dabba dabba.
It's so beautiful.
It's just
piano is pretty.
This is just. I bet you think that Kanye's poop-diddy scoop thing is so.
That is song
too.
of the year. That is song of the year, y'all. Poopity scoop.
I can't even.
Poopity scoop. Poop-de scoop de whoop.
Can we do a retraction? Did you like Kids See Ghosts?
Yes. I love.
Did you think it was a 10?
No way.
Okay.
I think Anthony Fantano.
Right.
I think that's a little weird of him to be criticizing every single early Kid Cudi album too, and then being like, "Oh, this one's really good now."
Yeah.
It's like Kid Cudi was just early Kid Cudi. On that album.
he hasn't really improved in his singing abilities.
Dude, I have words for you about Kid Cudi.
What are your words?
Okay. Why don't we? So I'm keeping the space metaphor going, right? Eiffel 65 space.
Yeah, Europop.
My
right.
spaced out
Spaced
smircher.
out smircher.
Space.
Do you have a Kid Cudi?
I brought Man on the Moon by Kid Cudi because in Matt's review of Kid See Ghosts on Aesthetic Cave, he claims this is the only decent thing Kid Cudi's been on since Gorgeous. Dude, this album...
It came out before Gorgeous.
I know, I'm saying... Oh, that's true. Damn, you said since. You said since. You said since. Today is the...
I think we can tell who's more intelligent in this conversation.
Hey, dude. Chill. Chill, we're talking...
Since Gorgeous.
Did you say since?
Can I grab?
I said
take
since.
this, please. Oh,
Okay, never mind. You're right. But
Yeah.
you didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say
I'm
that.
really not a big Kid Cudi fan at all.
Disrespectful. That album is a work of art.
Cause it goes sometimes.
That's Mos Def. That isn't even him singing.
Oh, it isn't?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It sounded like him.
Yasin Bey.
No, you know what it is,
Yasin
though? You know what it
Bey.
is, though, is that, I can't even remember it.
Oh, baby, let's shut the conversation down.
What? Oh, did I say it? Did I?
Yeah, let's read this out. The only decent thing Kid Cudi has appeared on besides Gorgeous.
Okay, well,
What
I
about-
won't even.
Dude, did you listen
I will
to
stand by that. Yeah,
Speed and Bullet to Heaven? I'm
Yes,
just kidding.
I did.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
I did actually. I really wanted to believe that it could be like good.
You know who listened to Speeding Bullet to Heaven?
Yeah.
Kid Cudi listened to Speeding
Yeah,
Bullet.
and he was like, awesome!
It's
Submit!
like, dude.
His label's like, are you sure about this? He's like, submit!
Yeah!
I need that Beavis and Butthead
John
sketch in it.
Cena came through the wall. Are you sure about that? Kid
man?
Cudi.
Submit.
But you know, I thought that comment was disrespectful. Kid
Rebuttal.
Seagulls is a work of art. It's at least a 9 out of 10.
Dude, all the
Rebuttal?
I'm not talking about whether or not these are art. This is all art. Europop is most certainly art.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's
Thank
not
you. I
good
appreciate-
art.
Oh, it's good art. It's good art.
We revolve back around.
You know who
Later
got
century.
criticized? Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
what I'm
Lil
talking
Yachty.
about. Look at him now. Yeah, Lil Yachty says the same thing. You know who got criticized too? Jeffrey J. Huh? Yeah. People make fun of him now for this. People make fun of Smash Mouth. Smash Mouth deserves it.
I love Smash Mouth.
You said they deserve the hatred?
No, they don't actually.
No, I love Smash
Well,
Mouth.
but I mean,
They had
genuinely
that. They
do.
had that song, not the All Star, but they had another one on a Shrek soundtrack that was so good that I loved.
The
That
cover of I'm a Believer?
Yeah, I loved their
Yeah.
cover of I'm a Believer.
That was good.
I liked their first album.
Um,
Their first album was just literally ska, and it's actually good.
that's true.
Like ska punk.
When they're down on their roots, it's like when you peel a banana back and you just get to that.
When you peel an onion and
Peel
you
an
see
onion
the...
back,
Beautiful.
you see the
Wordplay.
layers.
I told you, meme lords.
Meme words. Okay.
Shrek onions.
Shrek
From
onions.
me. From Shrek. Are you talking about the one? Are you talking about the one from Shrek?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other one?
Shrek. Are you talking about Shrek the movie?
Shrek from Shrek the movie.
Yeah, from
yes.
the movie Shrek.
No, I'm talking about Shrek from Shrek 4D, the ride in Universal Studios.
Oh, I thought. So are you not? But yeah, it's not Shrek the movie, right? With onions on the layers. They from Shrek.
The onions are from Shrek. All onions.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just making sure.
Okay, so
Okay, should we go to Too Much of Heaven now?
no, I want to talk about more about Blue because there's
Okay, cool.
on my version of the album there's 5 mixes of
Yeah,
Blue.
that's unfair to say because I'm going off the album release. That is the label's fault.
Well, it wasn't until I got to the remixes that I actually saw some merit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The third mix of this track.
Yeah.
Forgot the name of it. I'm gonna look it up right now because I didn't bother
Third
writing it.
mix. It's like they just
It's
put
the third
mix.
one in
Yeah.
the like.
They didn't specify. They just put third mix.
No, there's a name for it. I just don't have it pulled up because
You're right.
the third mix is called the Molinaro Parade Mix.
That was a good mix.
Was that a
Oh,
good
this
mix?
This is the
That one.
hey guys, I found a synth patch that sounds like a cello
Yeah.
mix, where they just changed the piano to a cello.
Yeah.
And it's not just that, they altered the actual like synth line so it's kind of polyrhythmic.
Mhm.
So it's like and that's much more interesting to me.
That's fair.
And the vocal line, they kind of chopped it up a little bit. Lazily, I will add, but it was probably the best version out of these. Okay, it's 4, not 5. I lied. It's the best version out of the 4 that I
Wait.
heard.
So how many mixes do they have that one song?
4 on this version.
And
of
the
album.
extended mix.
Yeah, and the extended mix.
Can
The
you talk
extended
about
mix is
that?
not on this
Can you
one.
talk about why they have so many mixes of each of these songs?
Well, because I mean, they're trying to prolong the impact of this album.
Right.
They just
It was
released
a-
another mix of I'm Blue.
It was a trend in the
Did they
90s
really?
to
Yeah.
have a
Oh
lot
my
of
God,
dance
they
music.
The Luis Rodriguez remix.
Yeah.
The 4
They're just trying
versions
to
I
keep it
have
alive.
are Gabri Ponte Ice Pop Mix,
Yeah.
Gabri Ponte Ice Pop Radio, Molinaro Parade Mix, and Hanover Remix.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Remix.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Killer.
What Matt was what was your favorite track from the record?
the release.
Are we gonna jump around, or are we gonna try back?
We can jump around.
You want to jump around?
Okay, my favorite track is definitely My Console, easily.
Oh,
Just because of the references.
Yeah.
I'm a huge PlayStation fan. I love that it's just like what was it, like a brand deal? What was it sponsored?
I would for sure.
Because I couldn't tell if it was like just them just like geeking out about like
we
Metal
love our
Gear
PlayStation.
Solid, Gran Turismo,
Tekken 3.
Yeah. I want to look up.
Resident Evil, Gran Turismo,
Ridge Racer. And there's like some deep cuts as far as like
Exactly.
games that they reference.
Yeah.
Metal
Gran
Gear
Turismo
Solid,
is one of my favorite games of all
to
time.
Tekken 3, Omega Boost to Resident Evil,
Omega
Omega
Boost.
Boost is a deep cut.
Bloody Roar, X-Files,
Winners something?
Ridge Racer, Oddworld, Winning 11.
Winning 11.
I don't know why they quoted
Wow.
X-Files. There wasn't like a classic PlayStation X-Files game.
Here are we're gonna play the game, the PlayStation
All day.
with
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid, to Tekken 3, and from Omega Boost to Resident Evil. Just play for the fun because
That's just like that's them taking the like absurdness of their lyrics and just pushing it to like, why not? Let's
Well,
just go
right.
sponsor.
I mean,
Let's just get sponsored.
this song was the first evidence of virtual reality. I think that they kind of invented virtual reality by they were describing these games in such beauty and not necessarily depth, but
Not
with such
detail at all,
love.
they just said
With
the
such
name.
love, they
Serious
encompass
focus.
all of them that it makes it feel like you're in a virtual reality.
PLAYSTATION.
Yeah, so I think that's why they made Oculus Rift, if I remember correctly.
That's the influence.
Because of this.
I mean, it is. It's a. I think when I listened to this, all I wrote in my notes were, we're moving into Y2K, and this is our I'm scared of computers track, but I like video games.
But they loved computers.
They did. They
Yeah.
loved
literally
the
an ad.
console. They
Yeah.
loved
Literally
the
an ad.
movement of the machine and the grinding of the
Exactly.
gears. And Resident Evil and Tekken 3, of course. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. A little MGS too, played
Oh my
Snake.
God.
Yeah.
You guys ever played? It's like.
I'm gonna drop dead, guys. I'm literally gonna faint
You're gonna faint?
because of this freaking album. Okay.
Is it okay? We need to.
I know.
No, keep going.
Wait, hold on.
No, keep going. I need some like.
Oh, Evan is massaging Matt's neck.
Is that
right
helping?
No, it feels really weird. I don't know why you're doing
that's
that.
fair. I was gonna ask if y'all ever played European Extreme mode on Metal Gear Solid.
now. Nope.
It's where if you get caught at all at any point in the game,
Oh God,
you lose.
that's hard.
Yep.
I have a very like deep confession to make about all this.
No
is
video
that-
games.
No, I've of course I played video games, but not. I
That
played
seriously?
maybe 20% of the games that they mentioned in this.
Oh,
song.
I
mean, mostly because my parents shielded me from violent video games. That's why I haven't played Metal Gear Solid or
right.
Tekken or
Mhm.
anything. But all the racing games they mentioned, classics.
God,
Yeah.
I
that's
love
what it
the
was.
racing games, and I want to like kind of catch up and play those games because they look really cool, and I'm like really nostalgic right now for the era of video gaming.
Oh yeah, good era. So,
yeah.
would you say you're definitely more partial towards racing video games?
Not as a whole, like in the PlayStation era, that's when racing games were really good. Okay, not.
Yeah, like
I don't love like I don't keep tabs on all the different racing games.
Matt has racing cars all over his walls.
I
Like, he has
used
his
to.
wallpapers.
I used
Really?
to. I used
Cool.
to have one of those like, you know those things like a thing for shoes that you hang on your door and it like covers the door.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
one of those, but for Hot Wheel cars.
Oh, that's
It
cool.
went over the door and I filled every space
That's
up.
badass.
My friend had like a Hot
When I
Wheel
have
car
every
suitcase.
space.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I would
It's so cool.
instead of a stuffed animal, I would sleep with a different Hot Wheels car every night.
That is awesome.
Would you kiss it?
No, but my dad would like help me pick it out. I would be like, which one should I
You
sleep
make a
with today?
sweet little kiss
I should have.
like that.
My parents were too homophobic at that time for me to be like, don't you dare kiss that car.
Dare kiss that car with you.
Is that homophobia or are you just kissing a car?
Homophobia.
I mean, cars are pretty
Manly. That's what I'm talking about.
Cars.
Yeah.
No, but Gran Turismo just
Gran
is one of the
Turismo.
best franchises in
Gran Turismo.
racing. Like all the.
Classic.
Have you played one of the newer
Classic.
ones?
I haven't, no.
Last one I played was like 4.
Yeah, but even 4 and the 5 Prologue, I think is the last one I played. It is the graphics. It's like you're looking at a live action racing. Like it is so
intense.
detailed, and all the cars are like real life cars.
Yeah.
Down to like the control panels, like on the inside.
Wow.
It's
They really
yeah. And
the detail.
it's so good, and like the driving is actually way more realistic than like any NASCAR video game you would play.
Right. Could play Gran Turismo. Good.
Yeah, it's so cool. But no, I'm not huge on racing games in general. I would say I'm more like, I guess like more obscure. Like I like a lot of puzzle games. Portal's one of my favorites.
Portal's a classic. Portal 2 is
Yeah.
amazing as well.
I love both Portals. I like kind of the more it's like it's like a storyline, but it's not like action genre. It's more like I don't know.
Portal
drama.
genre.
I don't know.
Portal genre.
Scary.
The Portal genre.
I only play Portal type games.
Portal type games. Yeah.
Portal type beat.
Portal type games.
No, but I've been playing a lot of like old PlayStation games. So I've been playing some
You still have
Gran Turismo and some. I actually got some N64 emulators because I was a Sony family, so I never played Nintendo.
Yeah, right.
So
okay.
I played like Banjo-Kazooie and
Great
some
game.
Nice.
Ocarina of Time.
Oh, yeah.
And some,
Classic.
and I love Smash Bros. That's one of my
Smash
favorites
Bros.
as well.
Smash 64 I grew up on.
Very
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Fun
Very
game.
excited for
Then I
Ultimate.
grew up on Melee.
We've talked about this.
Then I grew up on Brawl.
Then you grew up on Brawl. Now we're here waiting for Ultimate. That's true. We did talk about this last
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so Smash Bros discussion. Anyway,
Bros.
Smash 4. No, I'm good.
Mm.
I won't go on about.
I am
Smash
considering getting a Switch
4.
though, like just for that.
All right, you got one, baby.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We gave each other the coolest handshake.
Very good.
My
job.
second favorite track on this album came very close to my console is Your Clown.
Your Clown.
Oh yeah.
You know about that? Yeah.
What a staggeringly deep cut. Like that's,
It's a ballad. And
It's a ballad.
the reason I liked it so much is because the vocals are not nearly as annoying. They sound more like a new wave. It kind of reminded me of the guy from Tears for Fears.
That's a fair point.
Maybe even the guy from Depeche Mode. Yeah, and the lyrics are a little bit more tolerable to me, and I don't know, it's got a really nice.
I mean, it's a
catchy
beautiful
hook.
depiction of an unhealthy relationship.
Yeah.
That's true.
They
And-
actually like kind of capitalize on.
Your clown.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't say like I'm not your puppet or anything. He goes next level clown. I'm not gonna
Clown.
play games for you.
Embarrassed.
I'm not gonna juggle for you.
I'm not gonna
You know?
entertain you.
Unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to leave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Entertain.
Entertain.
Yeah.
You said it. You're right. He goes the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about Your Clown sticks out to you, Matthew?
I said
Anything that you haven't already mentioned?
the
Yeah.
vocals and the. I just like that it's a more like
Yeah, I've already told
more laid back. It's not the really just
Pounding
driving
acid
The
dance. rhythm.
beautiful,
The-
you know,
the
Yeah.
exact
force
same
forward.
trance
The
kit every
Pegasus
single
dance.
time.
Strong, yeah. Beautiful.
thrusting. Which I should note leads me into my favorite song from the record,
Okay.
"Move Your Body."
Move your body,
Oh, man.
Great song.
everybody.
Y'all ever? There's a song by Moby on. I think it's on that record Play. That one that was like the only one that is got really popular. But it's a song called "Body Rock."
Oh yeah.
It's a good song, and it's good because it's simple. And it's like when you make dance music, I feel like you're obligated to on each record make a song that's literally just like, you know, like let's just dance, like just move your body, shake it, you know.
I
But
will
let's
give
get
it
down.
more props than Blue for like just being
embraces
upfront with like this is a
It's an
dance
underrated
song.
track.
It's gonna be about dancing.
That song, Blues still is popular today, but Move Your Body was only popular in the early 2000s, and everybody forgot about it.
There you
But it's a
go.
banger.
It's a
But I mean,
banger.
see, it's
Yeah,
a
I can
simple,
see that being
it's
a
a
good,
simple
like-
dance track,
Yeah,
right?
it's a
Yeah.
dance track.
But they take it to the next level. It carries hefty symbolism of sparking a revolution. Like these lyrics, right?
Hang on.
Move your mind, move your mind. It's going to cost you nothing. You want to move something? Start with your body.
Start with your body.
If you might think, "Oh, I can't take down the government," right?
Yeah.
You got to start with your body. You got to go out there.
gotta
You
go
got to
out
start
there.
protest.
Yeah.
You got to do all this. You know, so they always have this little symbolism
Right.
in the back of everything.
They catch it.
Yeah.
You're right.
Hey.
God, I've been so blind to all
and
this
that
for so
and
long.
it ages so well with America, like I was saying,
my
because
gosh.
with all this Donald Trump stuff, they're inspiring the audience to Get up, guys. Move your body. Get up.
Yeah.
Go
I
out to
bet
protest.
President Trump likes this song.
Ooh, I'm a Trump supporter now, baby.
He does. Yeah. So because he likes the
Saki
song,
2018.
Yeah.
you become a Trump supporter.
Yeah, now I am.
That's.
But no, let's be real. He does
That
not
wasn't
listen
it.
to
That
this
was
album.
supposed to be.
That's a good point. He probably.
This album is
Well,
too.
might.
This album is too
What?
modern.
What if he does though? What if you're definitely right and he just totally listens?
He doesn't. Maybe Barron does. Shout out to Barron.
Shout out Barron.
Barron Trump, what's up?
Getting wet.
Hope you're
since
listening.
94. Yeah. 99.
Sorry about your dad.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
97, 99, 2000, 2002.
Move your.
How old is he?
No, I can guarantee Ivanka grew up and she bought this album when she was cool. Back when before she was a Republican.
Before she was a Republican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even think
I
she
bet
still is a Republican.
Her, Eric, and Don Jr. were all fist pumping in the living room.
I
Their
think
dad's like,
she's
turn
still-
that down.
But they didn't. Do you think they knew each other then? She, Eric, and Donald Jr.
Isn't I know that Tiffany
Yeah, they're
and Barron,
children of different.
Oh, did you say Ivanka?
Yeah, I said Ivanka.
Oh, I think you
Why
said
are we talking
Melania.
about this
I'm sorry.
already?
No, Ivanka. Yeah,
Ivanka probably did get
Yeah.
this when she was cooler.
yeah,
And
no.
now she is a Republican.
No, I
Melania-
definitely
yeah.
think that Ivanka's like the only reason she's like masquerading as Republican is just because it's making her money.
I kind of see. That.
I highly doubt that she like actually has well thought out
As a
policies in
Republican.
her brain about like.
Well, but I mean, she she did. Like I used to watch Celebrity Apprentice, and like she would make appearances, and like she'd had some insightful things to
She was
say.
cool.
You make it for a point that like most of his family are political props, like that's kind of just their role. But like, I mean,
Literally a prop.
But
Like,
I
he's a
mean-
cardboard.
he's a prop.
He's a cardboard
They're
sheet
awful,
of
terrible
Yeah, because I
people
mean,
with
I
terrible,
remember
awful
whenever this all was
Ivanka
going
is.
on,
And
Ivanka.
that's a double. That means that his policies are flimsy,
Flimsy.
much
Yeah.
like a cardboard.
Cardboard.
Like that Vine where they have the cardboard thing of Kevin Hart and they hit him with a car. That's what I'd like to do to
about
President
that,
Trump.
With President Trump. I hate him.
Because I mean, it was a thing where Ivanka was like, "Guys, don't worry. I know
There's
my
one-
dad's a little wacky, right? But don't worry, I will take care of woman." And the Donald Trump's like, "I hate woman," and then she's like, "Okay."
I will take care of woman.
And that's a metaphor for the.
That's
Eiffel
one good
65
thing I'll
record,
give this
the
album.
Europop,
It's better
yeah.
than President Trump.
Ooh,
true.
that's what I'm
Sure.
talking about.
Better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up there. Matt, what's your
Yeah.
second favorite track?
He
Oh,
already
no, I'm
said
sorry.
Yeah, this song is fine. It's the exact same song as Blue.
It's true.
Structurally, melodically, it's the exact same.
But
song.
they're not trying to sell you anything on this song, as you said. I mean, this is just up front, forward. I think with Blue Double D, it's like you can't. You're getting more than perhaps what you asked for,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
that
just
for
wanted
some
to hear
people might be
some easygoing dance
you
music.
know unfulfilling.
And now
or
I'm hearing
unfortunate.
like metaphors.
It's complicated, yeah. Story
Ew.
about a man being blue.
Ew.
Exactly.
You know,
No, it's beautiful. Because you're dancing to it, right? They're getting all the people. They're just like, oh, we want to listen to the music to dance, right?
Right.
But while they're busy reading Socrates' works, they're like, whoa, this dance music that I'm just trying to lose my mind to, wow,
Making you think.
they're saying thought-provoking things.
Yeah.
Yeah. All Eiffel 65 fans read Socrates. They listen to his philosophies.
It's part
I'm
about
imagining
going with the
a
flow.
really, really sweaty guy in the club, and he's like jumping. Just
No, Eiffel
he's
65
been
fans
jumping
don't
for
read a
hours,
book.
but he has like Plato's dialogues open. It's just like
Yeah, that's what they do.
Are you reading this?
Or
This
they don't actually have to do that. They already have it implanted into their brain.
They get the chip.
Yeah, they get the
Yeah.
chip. Eiffel 65 puts out a
Puts the
chip for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get and they said you can get the chip. Put it in your brain. Sorry.
Next,
God.
Einstein is an Eiffel 65 fan. Watch out.
oh boy.
I'm willing to put money on that bet actually
Yeah.
Okay.
in favor of it.
Yeah.
Matt, what about you? Also, what's the title track? What are we thinking about that one?
So, okay, so it's interesting,
What
right?
bounce around?
Because the album is talking about, revolution. Some songs talk about consumerism. Some songs talk about just like the droniness of the world we live in.
Right.
Europop, where he just goes Europop. It's just the beat or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a test.
Or whatever. Have you even listened to this album?
Yes, it's a test. It's supposed to be like, it's drony. It's hypnotizing you, trying to convert
it's
you
drony.
to
Listen
the
to some
government's
song,
ideals,
guys.
right? But then,
Satellite.
but it's a test. They're like, you guys can do it. You guys can overcome. And then that's why, so after that song, they go into Hyperlink.
Yeah.
And Hyperlink is also a beautiful romance song. But he's saying that, like, wow, great, you guys have passed the test. We are now all hyperlinked mentally.
Evan, you weren't kidding.
I feel like you're saying hyper, or you're like describing these songs. Right? He's.
He says,
you weren't kidding.
I think before we went into this, I said, Ovid is the kind of man
who will take the bit all the way.
Who knows how long to go for a bit, and how
you're not letting.
I wrote an analysis on every single song.
You know it. You're so.
I was hoping we were gonna actually.
And you came in. I mean, you. I should note. It seems like you're describing these songs in the same way that a librarian describes books.
Yeah.
Like at an elementary school.
But they don't get into the metaphors and stuff.
Yeah. Sweet little. Yeah, right. They don't know about that.
Yeah.
All they teach you in
I'm like a middle
schools
school librarian.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. That's a good. You're right. That's a good point.
Oh my gosh.
You're so right.
I wish I could joke about this.
I mean, no jokes here.
There are none.
Do you have another favorite song?
I just want to slightly send a nod to my girlfriend. Mackenzie, she texted me, said, "I love you. I love you too."
I wanna nod to my girlfriend. I love you too, babe.
Yeah, mine too. Hey, you're not listening. You're probably doing something else.
Yeah, hey Julia, what's up? I love you.
What do you call? What's your secret name for her?
I'm not joking, asshole.
Really?
So
yeah.
That's so great.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Matt, what's your secret name for Ellie?
I can't tell you.
Tell us.
Ooh.
Say it. Or you don't.
He doesn't want to say it. He calls her Blue.
Yeah.
But he's like, I don't like Blue, actually.
I call her Silicon World.
That song also has beautiful commentary.
It is. That's nice. Yeah.
No, I call her Ivanka.
Just a heads up, guys.
I don't really have a name for her. We just kind of... I don't know. I called her Lemon Cake once. That was pretty nice.
Lemon Cake.
We both really like lemon desserts.
There you go.
Are good, yeah.
Just a heads up, my girlfriend called me a ball sucker. So
wonderful.
On to the...
Sounds like the relationship is not going well.
This is trouble.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
Someone's being someone else's clown. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
I don't want to live in this triangle.
I love that line.
Move to the world of Europop, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, which song are we covering next, guys? Come on, we got to keep this going.
We do. We got to. Wait. Okay. Wait. No. So I actually had more. Let's talk about living in a bubble.
Ooh, that one is beautiful. More commentary for y'all.
Yeah. Might be my least favorite track. Period.
No.
It's like Too Much of Heaven, but even worse.
That's a fair point. And once you get to the
just like faux
dance mix,
hip hop.
Yeah.
It's got a hip hop beat. It's like what Eminem would do much years later and very badly.
Yeah, right. Poorly.
Yeah. It's like this grand instrumentally. It's like
things.
Listen to me dropping all this real stuff in your mouth, in your ear.
Out Detroit 8 Mile Eminem.
Yeah, exactly.
God.
Revival Eminem.
Why was there a feature from like a reggae guy?
Yeah, I know. And also that was a point in time where there were like killer reggae artists.
Oh no, like that. No, I understand that was a trend.
Yeah, but they didn't get like a popular one.
Yeah,
they didn't get like Shaggy on it.
They got Papa Winnie.
Yeah.
Which is genuinely the name of this man.
Winnie coming into the track, man.
And he killed it. I mean, like...
Even though they didn't get a good one, he did a good job.
Like, living in a bubble is just simply what the title suggests, as y'all understand. We are living in our own personal reality, hiding from the outside. And the outside represents reality. We're trapped in our own bubble. This is exactly a thing that the alt-right is saying to the liberals, and the liberals are saying to the alt-right. They're saying that these guys are trapped in their own bubbles. And not actually...
You're not wrong.
Talking outside. Exactly.
You're right.
Eiffel 65, they think of the future, but they also think of the now. As y'all know, their other song, all representing the now. You got Now is Forever.
Now is Forever.
Both kind of coincide. They're thinking of the future, but they're using modern symbols and metaphors to move it into the future.
Modern
like symbolism, like George W. Bush at the time, right?
God, how do you get this record like this?
Exactly.
You're so smart.
Did they say that in the
They
song?
say George W. Bush, we don't like you. That's what they say.
Or
at least that's what I heard.
That's
what I hear.
They did not say that.
Right? That's what I hear.
You're right. I didn't hear any of this nonsense.
It just goes.
Man.
They're speaking because they're hyperlinking their music into my mind.
You.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well, the hyperlinks are a little outdated.
What do you think about an album like To Pimp a Butterfly?
Oh, it's like 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 maybe. You know, see, nothing I haven't already heard.
Especially messages you haven't already heard from the great Eiffel 65.
Exactly.
Europop.
Kung Fu Kenny or Eiffel 65. I think it's Eiffel 65.
No question.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, no question. Yeah, of course. I mean, hip hop is bad music.
Martini Police. I've used rates this shit. I'm so sorry.
Did you say hip hop is bad music?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we've already covered that ground. If Eiffel 65 makes a hip hop album, then maybe I'll change my mind.
Maybe you'll consider.
Yeah, maybe
this is
I'll
a hip hop
consider.
song. Well,
okay,
it's
wait.
like an electro hop.
Yeah,
Let's move to another track before things get bad. How about The Edge?
I'm on
God.
the edge. Ah! No, see?
The edge of what?
Well,
It doesn't say. At least Lady Gaga says
Guys,
that's what it's of.
Guys,
Glory.
listen.
You're right.
That's also a double entendre in my mind. Well, okay, so there's one that's confirmed, right? He's saying that I'm on the edge of my own moral compass. Because he says, I'm on the edge, I've been to the edge, and God knows I've looked down. So he's saying,
and there's no other lines. There's no.
yeah,
that's all it is.
listen. Yeah, that's all you need.
knows
All you
that
need is 2 lines. Kendrick says so many words, right? We don't need that many words. Well, this is the only words that you need. Because so he's saying, I've been on
Kendrick
the edge.
Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly, 5 out of 10. Too many words.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because he's saying,
kill
I've
you.
been to the edge, right? I've been
Amazing.
to the edge of morality. God knows if I've looked down. God knows if I've gone off my moral compass. God knows if I've committed sin.
You know, you would be.
So someone wrote a genius annotation on this song.
What did they say?
This song has a deep meaning.
Ex-
It's very
Oh.
subtly connected to making one's sight curve down to the abyss of a ledge, thusly engaging in the action of looking in a downwards direction.
That is it. I mean, they kind of just
he's
were
been to
very
the edge and he
literal
has
about
looked
it.
down.
They were very literal
Oh,
about
it's-
it. But it represents sin.
You would be like such a great lawyer because what you've done here is you've taken a record that is just, I mean, dripping with mediocrity. Like it would make you sick. Like how much mediocrity this record. Is.
My sinuses are acting
I'm
up.
gonna start
I'm
a
literally
video
dripping.
essay.
And you have documented your thoughts in support of the record so thoroughly with such evidence and such like intensity.
Yeah.
You should be a lawyer.
Thank you so
if
much.
You run
I
for
know my
Congress-
client sounds bad,
Right.
but if you listen
Let me
in,
tell you what.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
is
this album.
amazing.
Watch, this album could go to Supreme Court. I'll take it. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. What's your favorite song off it?
Okay, so then what do we think about Dub in Life? I think that's the last track that we have not yet discussed.
no, there's one more, and I'll touch on it later. But yeah, Dub in Life.
Oh, also, can I just quickly mention? I think The Edge might also be a flat Earth anthem. I'm a flat earther myself, so I think that I think
man.
that's what they're also. It's
going
supposed to be
for.
like God knows if I've learned the truth about
the Earth.
the edge of the Earth, because as we all know, round, flat.
Right, yeah, there's nothing, it's not. So, you know, at the edge of the flat Earth, which is clearly flat, there are guardians of the ice wall that surrounds the Earth, right?
The ICE wall, is that what we're talking? Or just wall
Ice,
of
no,
ice?
yes, sorry, like wall of ice, like ICE, but like it is actually just ice. There's nothing. There's like no abbreviation. I should know. That's a good question. Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
No, it's on. But I think that's like a tenet of flat Earth. And so these people who guard the ice wall, I was told that they were like artificially like inclined towards like the doctrine of the flat Earth, and so if you tried to get up to the edge to disprove the flat Earth theory,
They stop you.
they would stop you.
Yeah.
You'd get hurt. They would
Exactly.
they like might kill you. What if those people on the edge
Eiffel 65.
are
Oh my God.
are Eiffel 65? What if it's people who worked on this record
and they want to protect the
Or
message.
like
Yeah, the Guardians are like,
edge.
no, you can't look over. And he's like,
I like to
I'm
announce
not
my-
looking to the edge. They're like, okay.
I'm announcing my retirement from music.
What was that last voice? Was that JJ?
Yeah, that was JJ.
Okay, it was JJ.
Jeffrey J.
What's
He's like,
up?
I'm going to the
I'm
edge.
voluntarily giving myself like deafness.
I mean, no, this is beautiful.
no
This is
longer hear
this is
music
debate.
ever
You're
again.
putting in the tones.
This is
yeah.
worthy debate.
Putting
Anthony
in the
Fantano,
frequencies.
you better review this album. Give it a 10.
Can you just as a final note to this discussion of this song, can you imitate Ruben Luna for us over the radio?
Why is it? What does that have to do with this song?
Just wait, this one's gonna be good.
Wait, no, don't.
It's gonna be good.
Okay. I'm trying to debate if I should do a real Ruben impression or not.
You could or you could not. You could do one real and one fake.
This is not good. So Ruben will be like, okay, hey, what's up, dude? You ever play guitar? My favorite instrument is guitar.
Actually, not that far off.
Hey, do you want to watch some anime and play guitar together?
Does Ruben love anime?
Oh, of course, yeah.
I mean, I know I've.
You know how you had racing cars on your wall? Ruben has anime girls all over his wall.
Wait, hold on.
That's so good.
Will you talk more about Ruben?
What are you doing?
Okay, Ruben, so he would go like, hello, guys. Have you seen the new car that I bought? He did like a pimp my ride type deal where like he made all the since he works at Lens Crafters, right? I don't know if y'all know about this. He made all the windows prescription. So
I don't know why that's funny. That's not funny at all. But I just why is
it's just cool.
how can you do that? Is that possible?
Will you say the anime thing again in guitar? Do the
Oh,
anime
okay.
guitar thing.
Do you guys want to play guitar and watch anime together?
All right. I know that was. I'm sorry. I know I just sort of pulled that one out.
Are you
No, it's
sending that
okay.
to him?
Yeah. I
Okay.
need to
Okay,
say
cool.
if that is okay. I didn't ask. So a couple problems with what I just did. First things first, I didn't ask you if I could, and secondly, I made you do it all over again.
No, I'm
and
done.
I feel really.
No,
it was
cool.
great. It was so good.
Thank you so much.
I really, but I'm so sorry.
Shout out to consent for a video recording.
Yeah, and
Really,
shout out to Ruben Luna. Y'all want to go watch
That was very
anime
woke
and
of
play
you.
guitar after
I
this?
mean,
That was like the
Okay,
police
good.
accurate Ruben.
yeah. It's pretty accurate.
It is?
It was terrifyingly accurate.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the last track we have to use?
I'm
There's one more.
losing my voice.
Oh.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Y'all want to listen to the Game of Thrones score because I love Sigur Ró?
Is that how he says it?
He says it like that. I swear he told me that.
That's not how you say
He
it.
keeps on telling me it's Sigur Rós, but I'm like, dude, And he's like, fine.
No,
I'll
but
call
he
it
says-
Sigur Ró.
But he like silences the S.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
Ask him.
Sigaros.
Yeah, he always tells me that.
Figaro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Hey, to each his own, I guess. I don't know. Or not.
I'm making that up.
No, it's,
I knew you.
I was like,
I can't
I
tell
swear
what
to God,
you
I
are.
heard him say that band name like with the. I was like, what?
You would know it much better
made a
than me.
conscious
You would know
choice.
it much. I don't think
Yes.
Ruben's ever said the band name to my face.
He's hiding it, man.
Yeah.
You just know that he's talking about it.
I know that he doesn't like pronouncing S's on anything. He has a lisp.
He has a lisp.
Yeah,
Ruben has a lisp.
yeah, but no S's.
No S's. He just avoids them. So wait, so what's the last track we have to talk about?
Dub in Life, but we also
No,
have-
we talked about that.
Did we do it?
Oh, did we?
Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. He was like, as a.
Oh no, we didn't
Yeah,
because
that's what we were just
okay.
talking about.
So Dub in Life is a masterclass in existentialism. It is all about like everyone just keep asking why. What is dub in this life?
What does dub mean? What are they talking about?
It's up for your interpretation.
like
What does the
Dabs.
To Pimp a Butterfly
Like
album art
dabs?
mean? It's up to your interpretation. No,
like
they-
drugs
No, they don't. They don't talk about no drugs.
or W like standing for something. War.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's a good point.
It wastes the wall. It wastes the weenus from the wall.
Or is it
That your
dub
Ruben
like
impression?
the style of music
That's my
dub?
Ruben impression.
You can't pronounce the S's, not the R's.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
a different.
It wastes it with the wooneth from the wall.
Oh, wait, that's
Speech
an actual
pathologist,
lisp.
You should
I was
know
doing,
what that
like-
is. That's eroticism.
I was doing a joke
That's
saying like,
eroticism. That's true. That is eroticism.
That's the term for not being able to say your R.
Eroticizing. Yeah. Good point.
I didn't. Whenever you started doing that joke, I was like, "Wait, that's an actual lisp." I was making a joke saying that like he just doesn't say the S's.
He doesn't say it. Oh!
But I didn't realize that that's like say.
Oh, so
instead of
okay,
the,
or just
Ruben can pronounce
an
the S, but he just doesn't. Yeah, it's a religious thing.
It's not a what?
Ruben is Roman Catholic, but I don't think he's like.
Why would that? Is that part of the Roman Catholic doctrine? Is to not say S?
Read the Bible first.
Oh,
I guess because
read the Bible and get back to me.
There you go.
Exactly.
He's got an S at the beginning.
Exactly.
It's the number one letter.
Ruben actually, his parents don't
what about,
say
like,
the
Jesus
S.
Christ?
It's at the end, right? Or it's near the middle. And it's at the end.
See, Roman Catholics can be more extreme to where they don't say any of the letters in the word Satan. So they don't say the S, they don't say the A, they don't say T, and they don't say N.
Yeah.
That must be really exhausting. Try to say just anything.
This is the worst joke I've ever made.
A.
No, you said the A.
It's just consonants, except for T and S.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I would do. Okay, I hate this album.
Oh, but we did talk about another race. Just saying.
No, did we?
Again, blue. It's just blue.
It is. It's very similar.
The exact same melody. But
actually...
And it's about the same thing. Like aliens.
No, it's about aliens. Anything can be about aliens, Matt.
I know.
This one is about being visited by another species.
Yeah.
Rumor has it, guys. I have some inside sources. Can't
God.
say the name. Rumor has it the U.S. government used this song.
Ruben has it that the U.S.
Yeah,
government...
Ruben has it. Yeah,
Ruben knows.
Ruben told me this. I know this is supposed to be private, but Ruben told me about how the U.S. government used this song. Because then it's like another race from outer space. And they think they got it made. God. They're right, but they're wrong. And they try to use our words, but it's a lie. It's cryptic almost. It's cryptic.
Wait, listen to this genius annotation. They took a different route with the interpretation. The song is about the rich in the rat race. They're using this little wordplay on race, saying they're a different race.
Yes.
Also, for Italians,
1%.
Racism is more accepted than classism. So therefore, they say it's a race.
That is profound. I didn't even get that, and I analyzed this album.
That's an in-depth read.
Oh my god!
It's a serious read.
Oh, and we didn't talk about Silicon World.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, way too proud about wanting to have a sex doll. Just not
no,
cool
see,
Silicon World.
It's a layered thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing this for every song.
It's fair. You've gone all this way.
Because
this is basically the I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world song.
Yeah.
But they both follow the same thing where they both criticize the beauty industry's takeover on materialism.
I'm gonna kill you.
Silicon world, silicon lips, silicon whatever, silicone in everything.
In the water.
Yeah.
Silicon in the elementary schools.
Turning the freaking frogs gay.
Right?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Y'all seen Alex Jones?
No, I have not, and I don't want to. So InfoWars is like in Austin, right? That's their HQ. That's where. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. No,
Do you ever encounter them?
I took a philosophy class once, and the professor lives in a loft in the same building as Alex Jones.
Oh my god.
Said once he ran into him in the elevator, right? And he was like, he's like a British philosophy professor. He's got like a doctor of philosophy from like Oxford or something. He went to Harvard, right? Mm-hmm. He went to both Oxford and Harvard. So he's like pretty well qualified philosopher. And he turns to Alex Jones and he's like, "Hey, you have a nice shirt." Like, and Alex Jones goes, "Thank you." And that's it.
You were just like, "Oh, I can't do a Jeffrey J impression," but you did literally Alex Jones.
Do you think so? Really?
You sounded just like him.
That does not sound like him.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's what he sounds like.
That was pretty good. Will you do it again?
Like that one sounded like him under his breath. That one sounded like
turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Yeah, that one sounded like him talking
sick of this crap. That's what he sounds like.
Yeah,
that's kind of what. Yeah,
y'all both killed this one.
Speaks through his tongues. Will you? Can you do it too?
I just did one. I did the turn the freaking frogs gay.
And yours was the best.
Mine was definitely not.
It was the best.
On to the next topic.
Yours is the best. Yours is the second best, and mine is the worst.
No.
So I'm the your clown of.
Incorrect.
I'm the clown.
I'm the your clown.
I mean, you can be, but I feel like I'm mostly.
We gotta wrap it up, you guys.
That's good.
Okay. But before we go,
final thoughts on this record.
Or as Ruben would say, final thought.
Final thought on the record.
That last S.
Amazing, as y'all know. I don't need to say anymore. I'm gonna work on a video essay explaining. It's gonna be 45 minutes long, track by track.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Talk about it.
It won't be here.
Analysis. Yeah, it
You'll
won't
see
be.
it somewhere else.
Did you brought the CD?
Yeah, no, I didn't bring the CD with me, but
This is where
since I'm
if
going, Twitter is so hard to communicate with y'all. So while I'm here, I'm gonna recommend some albums to review. I brought my CD projects case.
I'm ready to.
Ali and AJ, Into the Wish. Avril Lavigne, Let Go.
Didn't she? She talked about it today about a new record. I think she's coming out with something soon.
Who?
Avril Lavigne.
Fat Albert widescreen.
You mean
edition.
whoever is replacing Avril Lavigne?
Fat Albert widescreen edition. Not the full screen.
The movie?
Yeah. Rent disc 2, but rent disc 2 for like the original motion picture soundtrack.
Okay.
Now that's what I call music 4. Yeah, this
Who's
one
on that?
doesn't say.
What year? What year? Does
No
it say?
idea.
It's the 4th one, so I assume early 2000. That's what it says.
2000, okay.
Only 1 year after the legendary.
After of course, the best.
My best friend's wedding official soundtrack. I have a bootleg CD of Hannah Montana.
I love how you drew 2 heads.
This is real. This is me, like 8 years old, 9 years old.
Sure, yeah, that it was Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
That's so great.
You guys could borrow this if y'all want. I don't know which songs are on there. But
We have to be careful with that one.
yeah, it's a relic.
It is. I bet.
I
That's
don't have
all.
a CD player.
Those are on there. It's okay.
Yeah.
Just buy one. That's cool.
Just buy one. For this.
Just buy one.
I got
Yeah,
Sonic
there
Adventure
we
2
go. On Dreamcast.
on Dreamcast.
Oh my
Y'all-
God.
I actually have the
The
CD in
CD.
here just in case y'all want to review the soundtrack.
Yes, we need it.
Yeah, but those are all my recommendations. Hope y'all take some
How
of
will
them.
you
Yeah,
feel
we'll
if we
do.
don't take any of them?
Margarita Police, baby.
It's true.
Well,
You'll
Patrol.
Start a competing show.
Yeah.
All right.
Margarita Patrol.
Well, I already know what album we're doing next week. We'll talk about it later.
true, we do.
I'll keep it a secret.
Hide it from me.
Yeah, from you.
Away from all we. We can't.
Don't
feel
let
Oh
me-
my
Margarita
God,
Patrol.
I can't see out of my eyes.
But yeah, that's I love.
So
this
thank
song.
you for listening.
Did you say you can't see out of your eyes?
I can't.
You can see
That's how you-
elsewhere, but
You
not out of
drove
his
me
eyes.
here.
Oh no, this is not good. How are y'all gonna get back?
That was a bit,
Evan
that
can't
was a
drive.
bit.
Evan's
I-
14 years old.
I'm 14 years old.
He doesn't have his permit yet.
I don't have my permit yet, man.
Wow, you peaked real quick for 14.
14 years
This
old,
is
baby.
me, Evan Stack.
Hit
This is my
puberty when he
voice.
was
This is my
5
voice.
years old.
All right, we gotta go. So thank you
That's
so
a good
much
point.
for listening.
Thank y'all for letting me on.
Yeah, thank you, Avid, the expert.
Thanks for coming.
Oh man,
Good night.
I'm gonna need a good night's sleep.
Good night.
Please get one.
Eiffel 65.
Yeah, I don't.
Europop.
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 That